Yeah, not connected. Yeah, it looks like I'm not connected. Say I'm not. There we go. We say it's excellent. It's excellent. We got the mic on. We good. We good. All right. All right. What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all over the world. Welcome to the Shakedown, the show for the fans by the fans. I'm your host, Shakes. And I'm rolling dolo for right now, but only for right now. My boy should be coming on their way. They calling my phone and everything while I'm trying to set up the show and all types of shit. Fucking me up. But you can't fuck this shit up, pause. Because it's Aftermath Montana Mondays. Now give me a second because here go my annoying nephew. Alright, so had to whip this little boy. But I didn't want y'all to hear the massacre going on. I'm just playing. Anyway, the Aftermath Mondays, of course. And this week we had a bye week, so it's not really an aftermath, but it is kind of aftermath because everybody else in the division played, and the one that we needed to lose did lose, and everybody else won. So now everybody has 3 wins in the division, and Philly is leading the division by a half a game. A half a game. And there's a lot of things that happened yesterday. Fantasy purposes going down. We got fantasy playoffs going down. A lot of things is going down and happening. So people are stating and trying to get their playoff seats in the fantasy world. People trying to get their playoff seats in the real world, and in the NFL, the NBA free agency has started. It went bananas. It went crazy. The Lakers added more fuel to the fire. Um, they went and got somebody from the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, I believe. Got him. We gonna talk about all these things, NBA things, free agency and the drafts and everything with these teams shaping up. The season starts in a month. The NFL, we just had crazy games going on. Philly is lost. Dallas and Washington won. What's going on with them next week? I think they play each other. Uh, do we win this division? Do the New York Football Giants win this division? It looks like nobody really wants to win this division. Do we? To me, I said last week, I'm like, man, everybody else is trending down while we're trending up. But coming into this week, is that the case anymore? Because Dallas is looking like they getting a little healthy, and their defense is okay. It's enough. I just don't see that they have enough to go ahead and make a big run. But maybe they can, right? Maybe they can. Especially with Dalton at quarterback. He came back healthy. Looked all right out there. I think he threw for 3 touchdowns. So I'm sorry. I was trying to make sure my connection was great. So excuse me for the silence for a second, but yeah. Um. So people are trying to get in their playoff stands, and some teams has lost, some teams battled, man. It's a lot of teams in the AFC battling for a playoff spot. The NFC looks a little. Eh, I'm gonna say it looks weak, but it's. I mean, if you get in, you get in, and who knows what can happen from that point. So a lot of things can happen for us. So we got Cincinnati coming up. Their quarterback just went down. Their rookie quarterback, who looked good this season. He didn't look bad, man. He looked like he was definitely worth that number one pick. And I said the 2020 draft, man, like they had the quarterbacks, man. I knew this. But um if we take that game and then I think two division foes is facing each other, they kind of knock out one another, and this makes us maybe tied for first place with whoever wins that game. And then if Philly loses again, of course Philly has to lose. And they all got we all these couple weeks we got a couple little matches now. With us with the Cincinnati and especially with the quarterback going down, that's a little bit more in our favor. Um, but any given Sunday. But everybody else, man, they got some matchups, man. They got a lot of matchups coming up, and the schedule just don't get easier for this whole division. So I think we have a great shot of going ahead and winning this division. I think the destiny is in our own hands, and I think that's why we have to sit there and take it one game at a time, because really we in the driver's seat, really. We just got to keep winning, really. And like shit, it's like, oh, we gotta go on a massive 2-3 game winning streak, and this team has to lose 2 or 3 games, and no, we like right there in the driver's seat. Just keep winning, and possibly we win this division. More than likely, we'll win this division. So I'm optimistic, but a lot of things have to happen in this second half for us, right? Because were we 3-7? When 10 games went by, we already beyond the halfway point. But after the bye, because this is like it's the final stint of the season. After this, no breaks, no nothing. And so I would say again, we gotta win about four, four of the last six. Maybe three of the last six you probably would be good, but I mean you probably gonna need, I don't know, it'll be fishy. You have to wait and see how the season go, because we do play the division week 17. We got a division game, I believe it's Dallas, and Washington has to face Philly that week. So both divisions facing each other. So who knows how that ends up shaking out? But shout outs to y'all songs. I might butchering the shit out of that. But yup songs. Oh yup, got you. Yup songs 12 has entered the live studio, and we got Diego entering the live studio as well. Shout outs to you two fellas joining the live studio on Montana Mondays. We got Pink Squirrel. Pink Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, I mean, shout outs to you entering the live studio. Appreciate y'all. I do. Okay. Um, what else? Some things here that I wanted to discuss. Give me a second. They say if the season started right now, we kind of moved up in the draft order. If the season started right now or ended right now, we would have the seventh overall pick in the draft, which is so crazy because we can sit here and win the division. That is ridiculous. But that's the season that we have. Whoa. Okay, so and and some great news that I just seen. I just I'm fishing right now and just peeped it out. They said according to Ian Rappaport tweets out help is on the way for the Giants. Safety Xavier McKinney and pass rusher Osan Eximians, the X-Men, have been designated for return and will practice this week. Hunter Riley Dixon and long snapper Casey Crowder were activated from the COVID reserve list as well. So that leaves only four of those fellas still in the COVID process. And I believe that's Gano, Pettis, Caden Smith, and I forget the other player, whatever. But anyway, so that's the news, and I'm so ecstatic to hear that because that's one of the things that I was looking out for and wanted to know. Um, was those two fellas or was those three fellas because also I wanted to know if Crowder was going to be activated, which I believe he is, and they already announced that he was going to be activated from the 21 day window or whatever. Anyway, right. So with those three guys coming back for our defense, that's huge for already great good defense. I believe we are ranked sixth in rush. I believe rush defense and defense is pretty good. We allow a lot of passing, but that's because teams gotta try to, you know, they can't run on us. What else can you do? So they do pass on us, and we've been a little the communication I would say as far as the coverage early in the season was very bad, very bad. Communication and the chemistry with each other in the backfield, trying to figure out who should be where and who should be doing what. Caused a lot of problems in our coverage early on in the season. I feel like we cleaned that up, and that's why I feel like our defense has took a big step up in these last 3 weeks. Especially when I already said that this, I feel like it's a bend don't break type of defense, but it's starting to get so good where it's starting to be we not even going to we're not even bending anymore. You know, we're not even bending anymore. We're starting to get to the point where we get so getting comfortable with the chemistry and the communication that it's paying dividends in these last few weeks, and I hope that it continues throughout the season. Um, but getting those three guys back is so huge. Xavier McKinney has not played all season long, but when we drafted him, he's a first round talent, right? And when we drafted him, we expected big things from this kid. Um, Especially, just allowing Jabril Peppers to do what he wants or should be able to do. That brings out his positives and his pros in his game. And Peppers is having a great game. I mean, a great season already. He can have a much greater season. Having McKinney back there with him, and Logan Ryan, those safeties right there, the DBs, I believe is getting there. It's getting there to the point where it's gonna start to be a strength going on to this final ladder of the season. Hopefully, especially getting Xavier McKinney back. But not only that, but getting Crowder, who showed um big things as in his couple games that he played and the one game that he has started, and this boy, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Crowder showing the athleticism that we all love and want in a linebacker. Having him next to Blake Martinez and in the mix with Mayo and stuff like that. Like the linebacker core just got very stronger. But not only stronger on that aspect, stronger on the edge because getting O'Shane Simmons back too for the pass rushing. Man, they go with Kyler Fackrell and them and all that. So this defense, which is, our front line is already just been the strength of our defense, period. So when all of these aspects is getting back healthy after the bye as well, hopefully, I think the one thing I have to look at is the chemistry. Will it get will it be bothered or will it catch a glitch or whatever, throwing another guy in that mix that hasn't been there all season long. But all in all, I think he can just be right there acclimated to what they want to do. I'm pretty sure, the guys and the veterans will show him the ropes and what he needs to do. And with his athleticism and already high football IQ, the kid Xavier McKinney, he should pick it up. He should be fine. I don't think it will disturb the chemistry back there at all. Um, Getting those same back, that's definitely going and boding well better for the pass rushing going forward. And Crowder, man, getting the athleticism in that linebacker core. That those three guys right there is huge, man. So um, I'm pumped about that. I'm happy about that. We have Nacho in the Box with Cheese entering the live studio. We got Victoria Morris entering the live studio, and she's actually calling in. So what's going on, Victoria? Uh, did I miss you? I thought I got you in there. Sorry, I pressed the button. I don't know what happened just there. If you want to call back in, you can. Victoria Morris, go ahead. You can call back in. Let me know what you wanted to say out there. If you want to talk about some Giants or whatever, or if you have a different team. Anyway, shout outs to you, Victoria Morris, entering the live studio, actually trying to get connected there, trying to say hi to the people. Um, Shout outs to my boys, E, the chosen one from the Bronx, Black Freezy, LRP, J Rock. It's Montana Mondays, as y'all know, and my episodes is always talking about these topics that I love to talk about. or whatever that hits my attention. Okay. Shout outs to Clint entering the live studio. Shout outs to you. Just was talking about getting these players back. Yeah, yeah. Looks like this defense looking like they looking rejuvenated. And getting those three guys back for already hyped up defense right now, man. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this. So hopefully the O line keeps on progressing and getting their chemistry going and keep and I don't want to say keep up the good play, but yeah, as of lately, yeah, they have been playing well as of lately, and I hope that this keeps on improving and getting better. I know I don't know what they're gonna do with the Hernandez thing, and yeah, we all like, and I know I like the kid Lemieux. I actually wanted them to get thrown in as center, but Gates has not been that bad since I've been lobbying for that. So I haven't been lobbying for that anymore, but um, I don't know. I don't know if we struggle with Hernandez, maybe we make the move. I don't know. I like the way we doing the musical chairs anyway, man. Keep on rotating them, shifting them in, shifting them out. You know, I think we continue to do that, and I think it will go well. Even though we just fired Colombo, and I don't know if that was a Colombo thing or was that a Judge thing. I don't know. We gonna see going forward, but I just hope that it keeps progressing the way it needs to progress because it's been looking all right these past few weeks. And if it does that with the defense, hopefully getting even better now. Sky's the limit. Hopefully we can win this division, man. All right, so shout outs to Jay Money entering the live studio. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to Jermad. Or is it Hermad? Might be Hermad. Maybe, I don't know. But shout outs to you entering the live studio. Shout outs to Mahesh entering the live studio, man. All of y'all, man, entering the live studio. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all joining me for Montana Mondays. It's all good. Also, what was it? There's also something else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, that's what it is. So also as far as the coaching, they say Jason Garrett might not make it neither. So he might not make it past this season as well. So I also got my boy Nacho in the box with cheese joining me. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, my man?
What is it?
No, hanging out, hanging out. You go ahead and finish what you was talking about coaching. I'll let you go ahead and finish.
All good. All right. Shout outs to Nacho in the box with cheese. All right. And also Man Claude or Man Claude. Either way, shout outs to you for entering the live studio. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all showing the love. Everybody coming through in the live studio, listening to me on Montana Mondays. Y'all already know what it is. So, with that being said, I'm gonna take this time real quick that I have. Let me just go through the scores of yesterday's games. Oh shit. Let me go through the scores of yesterday's games. Also, some headline of what went down and what happened. Give me one second. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier, but Bengals quarterback Chase Burrow suffers his ACL and MCL. Suffers torn ACL and MCL in his left knee. That's terrible. Um, I pray for a speedy recovery for that kid. We won't see him next week. I'm not sure who's the replacement over there, but that's very unfortunate for that kid. I wish him the best, man, because he definitely got a bright future. He's definitely good. So that's unfortunate. Um, what else here? The Ravens placed Mark Ingram's, J.K. Dobbins, and defensive tackle Williams on COVID list. Motherfuckers is getting the COVID. This shit is getting worse. The Vikings put Adam Thielen on the reserve COVID list. So did Thielen. The Bears put their safety Jackson on the COVID list. So yeah, these dudes is catching the COVID, breaking ligaments, all that shit. That's not very good news right there. Not very good news at all. But I'm gonna go through the scores from yesterday while I got the time. And we got Washington taking down Cincinnati Bengals, unfortunately, losing their quarterback. Terrible thing. Um, but they beat them 20-9. Guess going 3-7 now. So shout outs to Washington for getting their third win. Um, really didn't matter to us if they did get that third win. Didn't want them to get it, but hey, fuck it. New Orleans, Louisiana, them Saints behind what's their quarterback name over there? Not Breeze. Taysom Hill. That boy Taysom Hill said, "I'm the heir apparent, not you, James Winston. It's my team when he leaves." And he took Atlanta down, man. He took Atlanta down 24-9, man. Fucking them up in their own home. It's fucked up, man. Shout out to Taysom Hill. Shout out to Michael Thomas for giving me a lot of points in fantasy, man. I needed that from you, man. You've been fucking me up lately. Pittsburgh goes to 10-0, putting the bang dang whoop smack. I guess they did have to do them like that to Jacksonville. 27-3. So shout outs to them trying to go ahead and go undefeated for the whole season. I don't see them doing that. I see them losing about 2 or 3 games. But great season. Houston squeaked it out against New England 27-20. Good game by Deshaun Watson. Tore them boys up. And doing the job, man. Doing the great deed over there. Cleveland taking down Philly 22-17. So happy. I'm so happy. So happy making us only a game. No, not even a game. A half a game out of first place. Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. I said the New York Football Giants are a half a game out of first place. And I also want to say that every team in The NFC East has 3 wins. That's crazy. All right, we got Carolina shutting out Detroit Lions 20-0. That's fucked up. That boy from the XFL. Oh, what's that boy name again? What was he was in Houston. Ah,
PJ
name
Walker.
name slipping me by right now. I'm pretty sure my boys will come up on here and talk about him. But he had a good game, man. And they shut out Detroit 20
PJ
nothing.
Walker.
PJ Walker, thank you very much. Yeah, like that kid, man. I was high on them going into the XFL thing. Everybody knows me, knows that I was very big on the XFL. I put everybody in and said, "Yo, man, y'all gotta watch this. Y'all gotta watch this and support it, man. We need something else." And then the COVID thing happened, and shut it all down. But either way, dude beasted in the XFL. Dude did it again in this NFL game, his first NFL start. So shout outs to him, winning 20-0 against Detroit Lions, bum ass. All right, in a game that I am very upset about, man. It was a good game too, man. Fucking Henry, man. My son, he is my son, but I hate him. Yeah, he is my son, but I hate him. That's right. That's what I said. He is my son, but I hate him because he keeps on beating up my team, man. And that's Derrick Henry as the Tennessee Titans took down the Baltimore Ravens 30-24 in overtime. Fucked up, man. This was fucked up. Okay, my other son, man, Herbert, took down the New York Jets. The Jets just can't win the game, man. Can they win the game? But they took them down 34-28. Shout outs to E, the chosen one from the Bronx, and LRP all the way out in Houston. Join us in the live chat as well as Obenwa. Shout outs to you entering the live studio. Shout outs to all these letters and numbers in your name. I don't know who you are, but shout outs to you two for entering the live studio as well. All right. Either chosen one said Drew Lock. Laugh my ass off. Um, hmm. That's crazy because we get into that, right? And like I said, Herbert go ahead and took down the Jets. So shout outs to my boy. But in the next matchup, fucking man. See, this is why they lost though, because they benched my son. I don't even know why they benched my son. They like, yo, we benched him and he's going to remain a starter. Like, why would you even bench him if he's going to remain a starter? That's stupid. But that's what the fuck they did, and they lost for doing that shit. And I'm glad that they lost for doing that shit. Stop fucking with my son, yo. Denver beat Miami 20-13. Drew Lock throwing him out there. I don't know if he had a good game or not. Maybe my boys gonna come on here and gloat about it. I know Judy ain't have that much of a good game. I think he had about 50 something or something like that. But whatever, man. That was all their fault. All right. Also in a game that I'm upset about, but I knew this was gonna happen. And Dallas beating Minnesota because Minnesota ain't shit. So Dallas beat Minnesota 31-28. Andy Dalton looked like a thing out there. I think he had 3 touchdowns. Shout outs to him. Oh man, CeeDee Lamb had a catch in the end zone. That was amazing. So shout outs to them. Um, Indianapolis Colts, man, took down the Green Bay Packers in OT, 34-31. Damn, Green Bay. Man, I think they still in first place of the North, right? So yeah, I ain't really worried about it. But Indianapolis is playing good ball this season. So shout outs to the Colts, man. That defense and Philip Rivers, man. That's what a veteran quarterback will get you, man. He gets fucked up, but he gonna get you them dubs, baby. All right. And we got KC, Kansas City Chiefs, taking down Las Vegas Raiders in a good game at that, man. It was definitely a good game, but the Chiefs winning again, 35-31. Shout outs to them. And yeah, that's about it. We got LA Rams going against Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight. Yeah. What's going on there, man? You said that boy performed, did he? I had to check it out. But we also got LRP out there in Houston joining us, as well as E, the chosen one from the Bronx. What's going on out there, fellas?
Peace,
Triple
peace.
threat
Peace to the gods, peace to the earth.
Peace.
plus
What's
the
going on?
G's,
Y'all
man.
good out here today?
Everything good, man.
That's what's up, man. I hear you running down them scores, man. Fantasy this weekend was as good as them scores, man. A lot of tough games. I know you're gonna get into that on Tuesday, J Rock, if you call in or you doing what you do tomorrow. But even on Thursday when LRP gets to it, I looked at other games for the first time, like between you guys, and man, some good games this weekend. Like some people lost, some people won, some people playing tonight, some people got little coaching mistakes here and there that would have put them over the top. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on, but I'm excited. We down to the last 3 to 4 weeks, and it's going to separate the men from the boys.
2 weeks after this.
Yep, and I hope I'm
Two
one of the
weeks and then the
boys.
playoffs. 2 weeks and then we go to the
Uh,
playoffs.
yeah, man. I hope I'm one of the boys. So listen, outside of that, the NFL has some great games yesterday. I want to say this, even though it was a loss and they tied for the season, I am very, very impressed with Derek Carr this season. I'm feeling the fact that he was written off as a bum to some people. We're not going to say no names, but you see what a good GM and a good head coach will get you when they put a little couple of pieces around you and put it together. Because nobody thought Derek Carr would be having the season that he would be having, except for moi, who loves him and shakes. You also are on that. You know, you never really called him a bum or nothing like that. But it's good NFL football playing, man. And Drew Lock played some good football yesterday. TT played some good football. They just had his number last night, though, man. They knew how to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if his mobility is still a thing right now because he's coming off injury or if it slowed him down because he had lower body injury shakes. But it's really, really tough for him to get out the pocket, like to scramble. So when they send a late blitzer up the A and B gap, he's not able to react to throw the ball to him. And they had his number last night. Denver just kept on blitzing them. You know what I'm saying? So they just felt like Fitzmagic, who, you know, could get the ball out a little bit quicker in a veteran situation and he could use his legs a little bit. That's the only reason why they benched him. It wasn't because he was terrible in performing. It was just the late blitz was coming and he couldn't pick it up. So that's all that was happening. But I need to ask you that because I haven't been watching him as much as I did in Alabama. But is his lower body injuries affecting him like that?
To me, I never seen it. I mean, yeah, he had those big ass braces on his motherfucking knees and shit, looking like Patrick Ewing out there. But I ain't never seen it where he couldn't move, he couldn't run. He was still running with them big ass braces on his fucking knees like Forrest Gump. So, mm,
Yeah, but they just had like I said, brother, they just had his number yesterday. That's all. He just couldn't get out the pocket fast enough, and they had them boys coming from all angles. Jackson, Chubb, they even threw Simmons in there for a couple of, you know, off the corner blitz sacks, but he just could not get away from them. So they felt like Fitzmagic may do a little something. He came in and did a little something until he threw that interception, you know.
mm,
So, you know,
hmm.
but the Miami
Real
Dolphins
quick.
is going to be a thing to reckon with, man.
Like, so, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna be there at the end. I just don't know if they got what it takes. It's still learning,
They
man.
need one.
It's still
Listen,
learning, but
they need that. They need the
that
same
tour, man,
thing.
I'm trying to tell you, man, that tour
Yeah,
shit, man.
Yeah,
Telling you,
but
man,
listen to me, man. They
it's
got
real.
listen. I'm just being honest with you, Shakes. I'm gonna talk football today. I'm not gonna get into nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That Tua shit ain't got nothing to do with it. And I'm not saying he's not gonna
It
be
do.
good. I'm saying that listen to me, brother.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Fitzpatrick
listening.
came in and was 12 for 18. He was 12 for 18. He knows
Why
the
he always
system, he
lose
knows the
though?
team
Why he lose
because
though?
he's fit because his team loses. He threw
Mm.
an interception in the fourth quarter, brother. He was winning before
Tua
that.
don't lose.
Listen, we not come on, Shakes. He lost yesterday.
He didn't.
That's why he got
They
benched.
took him
He,
out.
he listen. He lost. It's on his record.
No, they
It's on
only
his record
lost
as
by
a
seven
loss.
points,
It don't
and they
matter.
took my
Shakes.
man
A
out,
loss
bro.
is a loss. A win is a win. You're gonna
No,
give
bro, they took
excuses
him
for your
out, bro.
man,
They
right?
only lost by 7 points, bro. Who knows what could have happened, and he could have won him
Shakes.
the game, bro. No, I don't want to
I'm
hear
sitting
that,
here
bro.
telling you what was going on. Yeah, because you don't want to hear it. So all of a
I
sudden it
don't,
just
yo,
makes
they took
sense.
him out, bro. They
I'm
took him out,
telling you
bro.
why
That's
they
why they
took him
lost,
out,
bro.
Shakes. Come on,
But I'm
man.
telling
Now
you,
listen.
that's why they
They
lost.
was losing that game, bro. They was losing that
Oh
game.
man,
I'm telling you this. They had his number yesterday,
they
Shakes. The
only
man ain't gonna
lost
go.
by
The
seven
man ain't gonna
points,
go
bro.
16 and oh, Shakes. It don't matter. You expected the nigga to go 16 and oh when he gets 16
Bro,
games under his belt,
bro,
Shakes?
bro, but he didn't lose that match. They took him out.
Shakes. He couldn't get the ball out on third and long, brother. I'm telling you something.
I don't care.
I'm
Let him
telling
finish,
you.
bro. Let him see if
All
he a
right, right.
winner.
It's personal. Let him finish. I got it. I'm not gonna argue today, brother.
Word up,
I'm in
bro.
a solitary
You better,
mood, you know.
you better argue, cause there's
Nah,
Nah,
ain't
no
no
fuck that,
reasons
reason.
why
bro.
they took him out.
Nah, fuck
Ain't no
that, bro.
Ain't
reason to
no
go
winner.
into it.
They took him out, man.
Ain't no reason.
We got first and
There's
Ain't
goal
no
no
winner.
entering the live studio. What's
it
going
ain't
Hey,
no
on? A
first,
lot
reason
of
to
people.
argue, man.
what's
Black
going on,
Freezy has
fellas?
entered the live
Black
studio.
First,
Tall
what's up,
N,
baby?
I'm sorry. What's going on?
Uh,
Tall N has entered the live studio as well. What's going on, first go? What's going on, baby?
all right, what's
What up,
going on with
first?
y'all, fellas? Blessings to everybody.
Blessings to
Peace,
you
my brother.
too, bro.
Hey, let me jump into this debate, this particular debate
Here
right here.
we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm agreeing with E on this one. He
All
had
right.
to get out. They had to yank him. They needed
Mm-hmm.
to yank him because you know why? Did you remember what happened a few hours before their game? Joe Burrow in the same class got his legs broke off. And
Mm.
now he's sitting at the house with a torn ACL, a torn MCL, and other structure damage to his knee.
Mm.
Do you
So they
want
so they
this
protecting him.
man that they are protecting him? He was getting drove in that game. He is the franchise
Say it one
for the
more.
Miami
First
Dolphins.
and goal. Can you do me a favor? I like the
Uh huh.
words you used. We're gonna rewind the tape. You ready? This is my rewind voice. You ready?
Okay.
Now say that again, please. He was getting
He
what?
is. He was getting drove
I'm trying to
into the
explain that to
ground.
Shakes.
Into the
Destruction.
ground.
They
They were
had his
literally
number,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
It,
telling you.
it,
I
it's
bet.
not necessarily. I think you could say he had his number, but again, this is the NFL, so everyone's going to get your number. You got to play through it. I think if you go
Mm-hmm.
back to the game, you look at third down. I think it's third and 20 plus. About 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 55 shoots a gap right at Tua's knees. We don't see Tua again for the rest of the game.
This is what
and
I
Mm.
I
thank you.
This
Thank you.
this
thank you.
this,
Thank you.
Thank
this
you.
is the reason why they pulled him. Yes, you can say that logic. You gotta throw him out there. He's gotta be able to weather the storm. Yeah, but you know that Fitz Magic can go out there and do the same thing and get the same production, a la 8 for 12, over 100 yards, where Tua didn't even break 100. Again, he has a late
Right.
interception at the end, but to me, you know you have talent in the backup position. You don't want to get the young man and his new knees killed. So you pull him early, and you know that you can continue you pushing. And again, it's one bad play from a backup quarterback. That is his job. He's supposed to go in there and try to do his best, and he did. He takes him almost 99 yards to win the game. Again, hindsight's 2020. He makes that touchdown pass. We got a bigger question now: who's the starter? But you got the lowly 0-10 Jets coming into town. you go ahead and start Tua, get his confidence back up, and keep on pushing. So again, it wasn't as if I don't think it was as if they were, they were scared, or no, they weren't scared, but I think they were scared. But it's not as if they don't think that Tua can handle it or play the position or anything of that nature. I think it was more of a protection. When you got those boys, like I said, they were hitting those gaps late in the fourth, and they were flying right in, and they were going right towards his knees. And as Flores knows, you
All
go
right.
as your quarterback goes, and he was trying to make it to the next season and the next
And,
chance. So
and,
you got to
and
protect your kid.
that's reasonably so,
and,
and
and,
especially if you're trying to, real quick, if you're trying to stay in the playoff hunt, because like I've been saying, they only winning because of Tua. But yeah, I'm saying you're trying to sit there and stay in the playoff hunt, so I get that. Am I still being clear?
well,
Cause my shit saying poor
No, we
connection.
got
Okay,
you.
I'm good now.
We got you.
Okay, but yeah, so I feel like yeah, you go ahead and protect them, but at the same time, isn't that the league's job to protect these guys? Because I mean, they I done seen where a motherfucker breathe on the quarterback wrong, and they sat there and flagged that shit down. But for these guys that sit there and seem to be like mobile or with some color in them, they don't protect them, and
that
I
is,
don't understand that.
That's a reactive way to think. You're
Go
gonna
ahead.
let the guy get hurt, and then you're gonna punish him for after the guy gets hurt. They did a proactive thing by not letting even their quarterback get hurt, whether or not they're going to let the
mm-hmm.
flag fly or not. They're not even going to let that attempt or knee get popped in the first place. So what you're
Hmm.
talking about is when you say aren't they supposed to protect them? You're talking about a reactionary event after the fact of a knee getting blown. Then there's a flag. Then there's a fine. Then there's possibly a suspension.
Mm,
Those things are all fine and dandy, but they're not proactive. That's what Brian Flores and that front office and that coaching staff decided to do, is be proactive. They saw that young kid with two brand new knees, and decided to protect him. With this loss, there's still only one game back out of the division, with more division games to play. Save the young talent for later. And again, like I said, when you have a backup like Fitzmagic who knows what to do, you feel confident that he's going to go out there and get the job. And up until the very last pass, everyone thought this is another game they're going to be tied 7 wins with the Buffalo Bills. So
but see, he's not
I
Tua though,
commend
Oh,
bro.
Flores for
He's
what he
not
did.
Tua though, bro.
But here's the thing.
He's
No,
not
Let me
Tua though, bro.
he's definitely not. But that defense definitely did what they were supposed to do, and they've been doing that week in and week out, regardless of
And
who the
that's what I've been
quarterback
trying
is.
to, and that's what I've been trying to
listen.
tell these
Let me
folks, man.
let
They
me
playing
let me
better because of
respond to
Tua.
Nacho. Let me respond to Nacho
Regardless
real
of who
quick,
the
and I'll get out you
quarterback
guys'
was,
way.
regardless of who
Go
the
Nacho.
ahead,
quarterback was.
So
go ahead.
listen to what happens, right? When you act reactively. You ready? Here's a reaction. Nick Bradley Chubb, excuse me, is coming around the edge. He's getting pushed, getting a little push, a little, resistance from a right tackle. He happens to trip, right? Go low, and his helmet hits to his knee by accident. Now the referee is looking at the right tackle on Bradley Chubb's waist, pushing him to the ground, but Tua doesn't see him, and his helmet hits him dead in the knee. Guess what happens? Bradley Chubb may look like he gonna get a 15-yard penalty, but now you have your quarterback out for the rest of the season, and now we looking at what he might be next season again after coming off all of these lower body injuries. See, you can't time out things like that, Shakes. So they were smart enough to take him out the game, as I alluded to right at the very beginning of the show. First and goal, agreed with and told you the same thing. And of course, our lovely nacho in the box with cheese got in-depth analysis
But
on
can y'all
and
tell
told you.
it? But can you agree that that's why the fuck they lost, bro? I'm trying
Hell
to tell
no.
y'all
Hell
that
no.
that
We
is the
just
No, no,
explained
no,
to
reason.
you.
no,
We
no,
just
no.
explained to you. No, that's
No,
not why
bro.
they lost.
It is,
No,
bro.
they
No,
probably
Because
they, they
Tua
no, no.
probably
would have
they
sat
probably
Let
would
there
have
me.
and
still
came
lost and had
back,
a hurt
bro.
Tua is the point.
That's a
The
fact.
point is the point
They
is they
could
probably
not
would have still
stop
lost
the run.
and not have
They
Yo,
could
Tua.
not stop the
some
run.
quarterbacks are winners and some ain't. I'm trying to tell you.
Let me let, let
And
me
Black
let me let me
Freezy,
respond.
fuck out of here with that. He ain't fragile.
You
Let,
got
let,
Go
to.
ahead. Go
let,
You got to protect him. If you don't protect
and
him,
you
ahead.
have
you
to.
like
You
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 said
got you,
that you got to make sure that knee gets another year on it.
That's
You
a
get another
fact,
year on
man.
it,
Like
and you're good
Shake's
to
bugging.
go. Because if
Yo,
you
Black
don't,
Freezy and LRP are some haters.
well, no,
Here's
I'm just
the,
saying. I'm just saying it. You real quick. I'm gonna let you go first and go. That you
okay.
have to protect them because, like I said, you got to get another year of playing and another year of physical training underneath. Sorry, I got the wind kicking up if it's bad, and another year of training in or rehabbing in to make sure that those knees are perfectly back to at least 95, 100% as best as you can. If you don't, he's going to get hurt again. We've seen it with him. What did he do? He walked on the practice field and got hurt one time, I believe. So you just
Right.
you got to make sure that he stays healthy because if not, he's no good to you. And you got to continue to have the run game. You got to continue to have the defense to play. You got to continue to take the game away from him because, as we saw, he couldn't break 100 yards until the fourth quarter. Still didn't, even though they pulled him out. You just got to be able to keep him healthy and keep that team intact around him, or you're going to lose. And they know that for the
And,
future.
and see, I'm gonna add on to what you said. See, here's the thing about drafting Tua. If you don't know his history at Alabama, his injury history, and you draft him and you put him in a wrong, just take it into account. Say that the Bengals decided to take Tua instead of Joe Burrow, and you see that offensive line did what happened with that, right? So just think in that situation. Just think of that. Brian Flores and I forgot the GM for the Miami Dolphins. They did what they were supposed to do: protect him. They were so they know his history. He got bad knees. He got a bad hip. He got a foot injury, if I'm not mistaken, that he had at Alabama too, and an ankle. He is injury prone. He is glass. He is not bulletproof. He is glass.
Exactly.
He is
And
Mr.
That man,
Glass
Mr.
and they knew
to be
that,
Glass.
exact.
and
Yo,
they knew
stop
that,
playing with me, bro.
and the Miami
Yo, don't
Dolphins knew that
disrespect my
because
kid
even
like that,
before
bro.
the Miami
I'm
Dolphins
just
were slated to tank for Tua. Remember that before the season started, before they
right.
Basic is
drafted him,
work
it
for
was tank for
basics.
Tua. He ends up getting hurt, and the Miami Dolphins don't even care. They're happy. Now they can continue to grow, win games, and Tua will fall in their lap, and they're still going to take him. And we all
And
knew that prior to the draft because they knew going in before he gets hurt that last time that we have to take care of him. We know he's going to get hurt again, but we want this kid. We've already done our due diligence on him. We know what he's good at. We know what he's not good at. We're building a team to help this kid win when he gets here. So let's continue to do that, and they did. So again, you have a franchise that knows exactly what to do with this kid and to keep him safe and to keep them winning in the future, not just this year, but
Mm,
next year and into the future. And you have to do that.
mm.
And
Why? Cause
in
he a
order to do
beast.
that, exactly. With the defense and a run game, he is very
Mm-hmm.
good. He can get you some wins. Without that, he
Mm-hmm.
can't by himself. So you need to continue to build up on what you got going on. Other than that, man, he's doing well. He's doing well for himself. And like I said, yesterday that defense knew exactly what they were doing. They shut him down
Talk
for the
about
most
it.
part. And like I said, towards the fourth quarter, like I said, I figured it out. It's 3:37 left in the fourth quarter, third and 21. I still don't remember the guy's name. 55, right through the gap, right at his knees. You don't see
So,
him for the rest of the game. It's how it is.
Ain't that
You got to
Chubb?
protect the young man.
Ain't that
Yeah, I
but
think
Bradley
but
that's
Chubb?
Chubb.
also and
I think
also
it's
and
Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
also and
Mm-hmm.
also take into account. Also remember this: Miami Dolphins got two. Miami Dolphins got two first rounders, and one of them going to be. And one of those first rounders is going to be in the top 10 because of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You could thank Bill O'Brien for that
Mm-hmm.
because they'd have set up
Mm-hmm.
Miami for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
just think of
Exactly.
that:
I've been
another
explaining
offensive
that to
lineman,
Shakes.
and another weapon.
I've been
I'm just
explaining that to
saying.
this
Real
boy.
quick.
I told
All
this
right, real
yo
quick.
first. I told this dude the draft
Mm-hmm.
capital that the Miami Dolphins got has set Tua up for the future if he could stay healthy.
I hate
This
this
dude
dude.
keep thinking he need to play. He's a winner. He need to play. They playing like that because of him. Okay,
Yeah,
let him get
it
hit
is.
once.
But yeah,
Let him get hit
we got
once.
Black Freezy
Yeah.
and LRP. in the live
And
chat hating real bad, and I don't like it. And
Uh,
they told me to take the
I
titty out the
mean,
boy mouth, and I'm not gonna do it because we must protect the children.
mhm.
Nacho, Nacho, I got a
Yeah,
question though.
he
We're gonna.
he he
I got to
mad.
switch. I got to switch gears on this one.
He mad,
Your
Go
gang.
ahead.
team.
Mhm.
I gotta ask you a question about your team real quick. What happened in the second half? That's all I gotta
Oh,
ask. What
that was the number one
happened?
defense. It's the number one defense in the NFL. They were able
I
to shut
respect
it
that
down.
defense, but I'm like,
It's a six plays in the third quarter that can't happen. Aaron Rodgers needs to convert on those third downs. Uh, uh, Whatever the situation, the cause is, you need to convert. Him not converting, it hurts obviously any defense to be on the field for 13 minutes in one quarter, and that's precisely what happened. Naheem and Jonathan Taylor were able to run Frank Reich that offense once they got the run going, and then it was all downhill for the defense. It was an excellent first half. You're up 14. You're going into the halftime. It feels like you're going to run away. You sit back a little more in your chair and you think, "Okay, what's going on?" Then they come out in that first drive and they just march down the field. You go, okay, let's match them with energy, let's match them with execution and things of that nature, and you just don't. You go 3 and out and you give them the ball back, and it just doesn't work like that. Only giving up one touchdown is cool, but you get them and you let them to get into field goal range, and they got a kicker that's pretty good. I think he missed 150 yarder. But other than that, man, he came through in the clutch when they needed him to. And through all of that, you give Aaron Rodgers a minute, he'll go down and get you the 3 points you need to take it to overtime. However, you got to hold on to football. Four turnovers in the game. I think it was 4-2 in the turnover battle. You can't win in the NFL with that. It's just hard to overcome those things. And exactly. Sorry, someone's dog's agreeing with me in the back over there. It's just really hard to.
They're like, right,
It's just really
right.
hard to win. It's really hard to in the NFL recover from those things. When your quarterback fumbles the ball once uh, on a center handoff. Then he throws them an interception. You fumble one on a return, and then
Yeah,
to end the game, trying to catch the ball and switch it into the other hand, he
yeah,
fumbles another one. There's three fumbles by the number one defense that came through when they needed to, um, and that's exactly how it goes. You gotta you gotta stop them there late. Um, Besides everything that happened on the field that pertains to the players, it was quite possibly by far the most egregiously, horribly officiated game. We should have lost that game with an hour before time overtime even started. Um, them going, what was it, 6 or 7 offensive holding calls in a row, excluding the illegal formation, which is obviously agreeable on. Uh, what is going on with the refs? You want to be the center of attention that much? It is absolutely ridiculous for you guys to take over in the last 2 minutes. It took about 45 minutes to play 2 minutes and 45 seconds of NFL football. That should not happen. I just don't agree with any of that was going on both sides of the football. Those referees had no clue what they were doing. They were calling it sloppy. They were calling it tight. They were calling it loose. They were giving this call a pass, giving that call, calling it now, and it was just real bad. It felt like he wanted to turn on his mic and being the only game on national television, America's Game of the Week, that ref wanted to be the center of attention, and he so happened to be. It just really blew my mind that this is what we still got to deal with. Sorry about the helicopter going by. That we still got to deal with these referees trying to take over games. They didn't in the first half of the season. In this second half, we are now seeing these refs throw more flags, get more airtime. I think we're going to see the most yellowish bullshit we've seen in a long time, bar none. Not just in this game, but around the league yesterday. It was a pretty egregious day with the flags. Back to the game though, yeah, man, you can't turn the ball over
Had
four
your
times
own
and just
sound
expect to
effect.
win. Um,
okay, I got a follow up question Here's my
Had
thing
your own
is,
sound effects and shit.
can y'all stop the run?
Dogs and helicopters.
That's gonna be y'all Achilles heel
Yeah,
going into the
in the
playoffs.
first half,
Mm,
it was a great defensive effort in
Mr.
the
Blake
first half. They
Martinez,
couldn't
ain't
run the ball. No, not at all. He couldn't stop the run.
it?
You missed a lot of
Doing it
tackles he
for
couldn't
us.
cover, but yeah,
Doing it for
it is
us.
what it is. Um, uh,
Doing it for us.
yes. Oh, 3 wins, cool. The whole
Division title.
the whole process. I guess. Oh goodness, that's ridiculous. San
mm,
Francisco out there punching the air right now. Like, why can't we be in that
mm-hmm,
division with our 4 wins?
mm-hmm. But they not though.
But yeah, can we stop the run? Yes, I think we can. You saw there at the end of the game, we were able to stop them, get them into third down, third and longs. However, it was that third down situation. They dumped the ball off. It's not the run that I believe we need to worry about. We were able to stop them there late. It was those short dump off passes. And they were able to break those off for 10 yards there at the end, 15 yards at the end. It was a 3rd and 19 that they dump off there to Naheem. He gets 15 yards. You make that first initial tackle. It's a 3rd and 19 turns into a 4th and 15 instead of a 4th and 4. So I think that's our issue in those big spots, making those big tackles, not being so nonchalant on a third and long, thinking we're all just going to get there and make that tackle. You got to get there and finish the job. So, it is what it is. It's a great team, and the culture are, I think, going into the game underrated, coming out of the game underrated. Still, I don't think they're still getting any love. But
Right.
dear Lord, it's a team that is full of talent, and that defense is no joke.
That's
And to
the
be able
that's the
to and to be able to
Go
put
ahead.
up over 300, just be able to put up 300 and some yards, put up 4 touchdowns, and get on that defense in the first half. It goes a testament to how good they are in the adjustment
How
department
you
and in
lose
their
to Phil
coaching to
Rivers
come
though?
out in the second half and just shut it down
But you
and
lost to
just
Phil
really just
Rivers.
say it again.
Uh,
You lost to Phil Rivers though.
We did
Hold on,
lose
whoa,
to
whoa,
Philip
whoa, whoa,
Rivers.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
We
whoa.
did.
I
Mm-hmm.
got this one. I
Uh,
got this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, hold
six
on.
other teams in the NFL have lost to Philip Rivers too. I mean, it's seven and
Thank
three.
you.
So
Hold on. Look,
it's yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You had like Phillip Rivers. Look, I understand Phillip Rivers about the same age as a whole bunch of folks that he's
uh-huh.
like the third oldest quarterback, third, fourth oldest
Mm-hmm.
quarterback in the league. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Phillip Rivers Phillip Rivers still can
Yeah.
sling that ball. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I don't know he's not as has he won a Super Bowl? No. But is he a
Ain't
talented
no winner.
quarterback? Yes.
He ain't no winner.
See, we can
Okay. Okay.
that's the point that Shanks is trying to make is that he's not a
Mm-hmm.
winner, but he's got
Mm-hmm.
the talent pool around him to be able to win games. That's why they're 7 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's
Mm-hmm.
why you could talk about the San Diego teams that go 14-2, make the playoffs.
That
Then he
14 and
then
2. This
then he rips his
yeah.
ACL in half and still plays a game on it, and is unable to play after that. So it comes back to bite you in the ass and those things, especially when
So we
you're in a
champion
draft
with
with
Phil
two other
Rivers.
guys that you're going to be put up against every single time, and they've got championships
I
and you
see what's
don't.
going on.
Well, you've also had the talent around you and the way it goes. So
I
that's
see what's going
exactly
on here. You see,
what's
like,
going
look,
on.
I'm sorry here, like, but see, my whole thing is a veteran quarterback, a quarterback that's in his 40s and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
He needs certain things to be successful. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you said, right? You said, "Oh, he got everything else to be successful," and he does. He got the offensive line. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because they had that
Defense.
for luck. They was I called them the Secret Service because that's what they did. They got a whole bunch of protection for Luck because they thought that Luck was going to come back, but he had that whole injury thing. So now whoever's the quarterback
Because
gets
they
the
didn't
benefit
protect
off of
him
that
before.
offense. Exactly, right? So so he has the offensive line, and that's definitely what a veteran quarterback needs. That's what I've been hollering and screaming about for Eli Manning, right? We all know this. And also, he also has what you just pointed out there, the number one defense, right? That's definitely another thing that I keep on pointing out. These are the things you have to have when you have a veteran fucking quarterback. See, he don't need to be throwing for for fucking 400, 500 a game. He don't need to be throwing for 5,000, 600, 6,000 yards. He don't need to do all these shits. He just need to just not lose you the game. And the veteran quarterbacks know how to win a game, right? And so Phillip Rivers, this is the perfect opportunity for him. He also has a run game. These are the aspects that I keep saying. But here's the thing: when it comes down to it, I don't see how you champion Phillip Rivers right now, right? Because he beat Aaron Rodgers yesterday, right? Like, can you just point it out
Uh,
that your team ain't ready to win no damn chip, and your team will never be able to fucking win a chip? You know what? I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Green Bay Packers is some choke artists. Okay? Y'all all choke. Y'all choke when it's the time to motherfucking win a game. Or y'all can win these regular seasons. Y'all James Harden of fucking football. Oh, y'all good regular season and shit. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty, y'all can never win the big one. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck the Packers. Fuck you too, Nacho. How about that?
No,
damn.
it works, and it makes a lot of sense because when you
It's
see that
true.
it is true. You're slated as a playoff, Super Bowl contender year in and year out. You got the quarterback, Hall of Famer, the
Choke.
career. He's got all the Hail Marys, and he goes into the playoffs every year, sits on the sideline, and watches the team lose. And that's exactly what he does every single year.
Mm-hmm.
You take it in, and you can only do what you can, and that's exactly how it is. And yesterday, like I said, it's the third quarter. It's the third quarter, and you got two third downs, and you fail to convert on both of them. You
Tired of
have
y'all
to be able.
abusing my
You
quarterback.
have to. You have to be able to come up and win those games.
All right, Shakes.
He's not a winner,
It,
Shakes.
it, it, it,
He's
it
not a
really
winner.
you really
He's not a
just have to
winner,
do that.
Joe.
Now when you go up against the number one defense, you can't give up four
I'm
turnovers.
being a sucker.
You can't you
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Nana.
I
can't
know
be
you
you
is.
can't be a, you can't be a top echelon guy and give up four turnovers in a game. Now again, whether or not you had anything to do with all four is
Mm-hmm.
regardless. You had a lot to do with at least 50% of them, and you cannot do that. Now Philip Rivers does Philip Rivers things. He throws for a little over 250, three touchdowns. He gives you the
Mm-hmm.
ball, and I believe you get another fumble, and you do what you have to do, but you still can't convert. So it is what it is. You only get three
Damn
points in
right.
the second half. It is on Aaron Rodgers. It is. So, and
Mm-hmm.
can you call him a choke artist? I don't know too many people with championship rings that are choke artists, but
He got
in
one
the
ring,
last
bro.
10 years,
He got one
in
ring.
the last 10 years, yeah, and there's a lot of guys that don't have zero. There's a
But
lot of guys
Eli
that don't
got
have
two.
playoff wins.
But Eli
I
got
mean,
two.
there's
And you disrespectful to my quarterback. You had the whole
yeah,
name
yeah,
Eli,
Whoa,
mediocre Eli, and
whoa,
everything, bro. This is personal, son.
whoa,
This is bigger than
yeah,
Nino Brown,
yeah.
son.
whoa,
No, I
whoa,
get it. I get
whoa.
it. But I get it. But when all you have is a team accomplishment like two Super Bowls, but all your
Bro.
solo accomplishments as a quarterback are straight mediocre. You're below 60% completion percentage. You're
Bro, I
about
ain't
one to
trying to
one
hear
on
that,
touchdown
son.
interceptions. Your win loss record is one or two games over 500. That's mediocre as a quarterback. You
Son.
don't have those two team accomplishments. You're not a Hall of
But your
Famer
dude
by
choke though,
debate.
son.
So
But
it
your
is
dude
what it
choke, bro.
is. He
Hold on,
do.
Like
wait a
He
minute, wait a
like
do.
a
minute.
bad
He do
hooker,
be
son.
choking. He do
Choke
be
Can I
like a
get in
choking.
there?
bad
But my guys
hooker.
are my guy do be choking in the playoffs, and you can say that. But my guy's an undebatable first round Hall of Famer. We're debating
Your
about
dude
Eli.
not a winner,
That's all that
son.
Ho-
is.
How about that,
Hold on,
bro?
wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on. Can I get in this one? Can I get in this one? Can I get it? I'm gonna jump. I'm just step on in this one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I hear both sides. I'm gonna bring this together finally because this is okay. Aaron Rodgers has been choking for the last 10 years. He won the Super Bowl 10 years ago. He has not been back in 10 years. That is a fact. That is a fact. Okay. Eli Manning, though, he has a point. Eli Manning he is not the best regular season quarterback, but when Eli is in the playoffs, and Eli did beat him head to head in that very frigid in Green Bay. I remember that game, and because if I'm not mistaken, Green Bay was the number 1 seed that year. If I'm not mistaken,
they were,
and the Giants was number 6. They was the last seed, if I'm not mistaken. So let's put that in perspective. Also, let me say this about Eli in the Super Bowls. Let me say this. You know the one y'all both know this. What was the reason why he might have played well in the Super Bowl, but getting to the Super Bowls, what was the reason why the Giants got to the Super Bowls? What was the
defense wins championship?
Thank you. The defense got them there. The defense got them there. That defense and the running game. The defense and the running game got them to the Super Bowl.
No, I hear that a lot, and I could definitely fall on the laurels of that defense doing that, but you got to be able to make the plays. And Eli Manning in those clutch games against us, against San Francisco, he did what he needed to do to go down and win those games.
So y'all need to stop disrespecting my quarterback.
So
that's right.
I think what we're misinterpreting here is winner and clutch player. So you got a clutch player who can go out there and
hold on. He got a point.
No, you're not going to do this.
Hold on, wait a minute, Shakes. Wait a minute.
Listen, real quick before I finish. I'll just end it by saying this: Tim Tebow, clutch player. Lamar Jackson, a winner. Sometimes you just gotta be clutch at the right times. Sometimes you could be a winner on a real good team, but in the playoffs you over. I mean, I don't know too many MVPs that are over, but when you continue, so I just really think that we have to start establishing the difference between like say winners, people who can win you a game, and then clutch players who at when you need them back against the wall, they'll close their eyes and shit, Tyree down there somewhere. They will do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need, and that's what you got in Eli Manning. So there's no you can say the defense carried them, but when they needed it, he threw the ball where it needed to be thrown. And they got touchdowns in Juan's game.
Right. I'm going to say this. Let me just say this, gentlemen, and get out of everybody's way. And I'm never going to lie.
Look what I started, bro.
I'm not going to lie.
Son. This is what I do, son. But go ahead.
Listen, Shakes. We love number 10. We love him. There's no question about number 10. I wanted them to actually ride. But listen, brother. Just listen. I wanted him to actually ride a horse around the field. That's how serious it was. First and go. I'm serious. I wanted him to get on the white horse and ride it around MetLife for real. I really wanted him to do that. But we are no way in hell going to confuse that with number 12 from Green Bay. We're not going to do that.
Bro,
I love you.
It's not even.
We're not going to do that,
bro. Like, see,
we're not going to confuse that.
See, that's what I don't like, bro. This is what I don't like, bro. Because when I say these things, bro, y'all 12, like he doing this, or he one of the greatest in the NFL. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck about all of that, son. I don't care about your regular season accomplishment. No, I don't care about none of that, son. I don't care about that, son. What I care about is are you a winner, bro? And what he just said was disrespectful, bro. That shit was disrespectful. Because wait, my man,
go ahead.
We're not gonna.
My man is a winner, bro. And it's not just about being clutch, because yes, he's one of the most clutch quarterbacks in NFL history. And I dare you to debate me on that. I'll smack the shit out you. But I'm telling you right now, right, is that my boy is a winner and Aaron Rodgers is not. when it is time for you to motherfucker win this motherfucking chip, your boy
Mike
comes
Evans
up
is a grown
small.
man.
He comes up small like my cousin Muggsy Bogues. And that's what I'm talking about with Aaron Rodgers. I don't care about his accomplishments, okay? But what I'm talking about is when it's time to win and win some damn championships, where are you? You're nowhere to be found. Where's Waldo? So fuck you. You're not better. You're motherfucking not clutch, and you're not a winner, bro. That's what it is.
Hold on.
See,
Let me
no,
say.
no.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead,
Let me
go
take
ahead.
this. Let me take
Go
this.
ahead.
Let me take this.
You
Let me.
you've lost to Aaron Rodgers a lot in the last playoffs a lot. So go ahead, talk about it.
Okay.
He
Okay.
lose the shit.
Hold on. Let me say this about Aaron
38-13. But
Rodgers.
go ahead, keep talking.
Look, let me say this about Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Aaron Rodgers is a grown man. You're right, E. He is a grown man. He is a bad man. But also, can we just keep it 100? Has Aaron Rodgers really won a meaningful, like, I ain't talking about just regular season, but a legit meaningful playoff game? Let's be honest. Last year, Green Bay literally got the
Bro,
easiest ride
bro.
to the NFC Championship
Can
game.
you pause this shit for 1 second to build off what you're saying, bro? They lost to a dude that didn't even pass the ball more than 8 times, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, hold on.
Aaron Rodgers out there playing defensive tackle couldn't get a
Man,
hold of
I don't
Raheem
want to
Mostert
hear that, bro.
and
I don't want to hear
stop
that, bro.
and
Can
stop.
he win a
No,
game,
I know
bro?
you're right. You're right. Can he? I mean,
Hold
he
on.
has. He's one.
Look, Seattle.
He's won
Look,
7. I get it.
let's break it down.
He's got to win Super Bowls. You got to win Super Bowls.
San
Man,
You already
Francisco.
do it. Hey, first and 10. First and 10. It's the plain and simple. When you are that great, when you're that talented, you have to win a Super Bowl, or else anything else is
you
a
gotta win
bust.
chips,
So you
bro.
can
You
go,
gotta win
you
chips.
gotta win, you gotta win 3, 4, 5. So you gotta win every year, because
Hey
if
yo.
you don't,
Mm-hmm.
you got
Mm-hmm.
guys that rode coattails of defenses winning 2 or 3, and they're gonna be able to talk about you that way in that
Man.
sense. So
Man, I don't
you
want to
have
hear
to
that, bro.
you
I don't want to
have
hear
to
that.
you have to win. You know,
I don't want to hear that.
you're right.
No,
You're
hold
right.
on, bro.
You're
Hold
right.
on. Let me ask you
Every
this,
time
Nacho.
you watch,
Hold on.
what
Let me ask you this, please.
rhetorical
Let me
question
ask
you
you
gonna
this.
ask me?
Go ahead. Finish what you gotta say, but let me ask you this. Go ahead, yo. What you gotta say? Finish that.
No, go ahead. I said go ahead. Finish what
All right.
question would you
Let
ask?
me ask you this, bro. If LeBron James only had one championship, yo, could you call him one of the greatest of all time?
I don't. What are you talking about?
No,
The
but what I'm
40%.
saying is,
What are
right
you
now,
talking about?
this dude got 4 chips right now, and you still saying you don't even call him the greatest. But can he even sniff that conversation if he only got one chip, bro?
I mean, I already said he's not even sniffing that conversation now with 4. I don't think you're
So
understanding. Like,
why the
you're
fuck?
beating the dead
So
horse
why
here.
the fuck is you sitting here telling me that motherfucker? Okay, yeah, I mean this is cool because he got one chip, bro. Your dude not a winner.
Yeah, I mean, to you, he's not. To 98.7% of everyone else with a
Man, you
competent
you
brain,
full of
he
shit,
is.
bro.
So
You full of shit,
no,
bro.
I guess, but you
Hold
want
on.
him to win the
Hold on.
Super Bowl every year. So
Hold on. Wait a
I
minute.
can't
Wait a
go
minute.
back in time. I can't go back in time and make us win all those playoff games while you was at home watching, while your team was at home watching. I
I
can't go
don't
back.
care if we watching,
I
bro.
got to.
Y'all ain't winning the
I
chip
know you
neither.
don't care. While
Cause y'all
your
ain't winning
winner
it
was sitting at
neither.
home not making playoffs,
But
we
y'all
were
not
out
winning
there
it
losing,
either.
and you mad at that. So we're not winning. But
Y'all
your
making
guys,
it to the
I just
whole
seen
dance and not even
Nacho.
dancing.
it's just a dead
Nacho.
conversation that you're on.
Nacho.
I
Y'all the
get it.
dude
I
that's
get
sitting
it.
over there trying to sell the little dime bags
Nacho.
and shit on the side, bro. You not even
Nacho.
dancing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nacho. I got a question.
What up?
I got a
What up,
question.
brother?
I'm gonna ask you a legit question. Between last year and what year was it? Seattle won the Super Bowl off that fluky. It
20.
wasn't really
You mean the
the
43-8 win? The 43-8 against Denver was
Man, I
2012.
ain't I ain't having this thing.
2012. Okay, was that the same NFC Championship game that y'all won against Green
No,
Bay, or was that the next year?
no. That was 2014 when they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So in
Okay, okay, okay,
2012,
okay, okay,
the
okay, okay. That's
2012
right. That's
season, which would have
Dumbass
been the 13th
quarterback,
Super
huh?
Bowl,
okay,
was going to
okay.
be that would be Seattle and Denver. Then Denver went back against Carolina, and then that following year, Seattle and Patriots played in Arizona for that
Okay,
Super
that's the
Bowl.
year. Okay, that's the year
That's
I'm
the
looking for.
14
Oh,
year. That's the
no, that's your
19-0 lead in the fourth quarter, and Russell Wilson comes back, and that's
that
the
was
what
the
you
that
call
was
it,
the
the
onside
bounce
kick.
off,
That's the
the onside kick, the bounce off, and
kick.
then
Okay, that was the one.
the
That was the one I was
overtime
looking for.
touchdown to Golden Tate, I think it was, or it might have
Oh, it was the tight
been.
end. I thought it was the tight end.
No,
I think
no. Who was the other? Who's the other receiver? It's not Golden Tate. Baldwin, I think. I think it was Baldwin for the game
Baldwin.
winner. Yeah, game winner over. I think
Okay,
Sheehan.
okay, okay. Nacho, here's my question. What that year, that particular year, that was the year I'm about to get to because I don't think last year y'all needed to go to the Super Bowl. I think that was not the year y'all was supposed to go. But that particular year, though, 2014, can you definitively say that was the last time y'all had a legit shot to go to the Super Bowl?
No, I would say 2016 probably. That was the relaxed year. That was the relaxed, and he goes on a 6-game winning streak. Gets us into the playoffs, go to the NFC Championship game. That's the one I think we lose against Atlanta.
That's when he
Um,
told everybody the
so
RELAX.
yes, that's the relaxed year, and then he goes on the winning streak into the NFC Championship game. I think that was the last year that we had a team offensively that could get us to a championship. I think we've only had again, but you already know the defense has never been good. The
Right.
2011 year, which you talked about earlier, that was the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL that year.
Okay. So,
Straight
all right.
doodle,
So,
son. Your boy doodle, son.
look,
Yeah,
we're going to agree to disagree. We're going to agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. Everybody in their corners agree to disagree.
Let me ask you a
You think
question.
going from Eli Manning and then to Daniel Jones, he would know what doo-doo look like, but I guess
Yeah, you know what? You didn't
Yo,
have to say
and
that,
I know
Nacho,
what
but I'm
doodoo
gonna
look
ask a
like.
regular
And
question.
Aaron Rodgers is
You
doodoo,
didn't have to
son.
say that. All right.
Doodoo, son.
So first, who's your
Yes.
team again,
Your
my
boy
brother? I
can't win.
apologize. Who's your
first and
team
10
again?
is the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Okay, so you're a Cowboy fan. Okay, hold on,
Yes.
hold on. I gotta ask you a question. I'm being
Go
neutral
ahead.
here. I got
Okay.
2 rings. I'm being neutral.
Okay.
Since 1995, right? Because that's the last time.
Yeah. 25 years. Yes,
Okay, so
He
hold
throwing shade,
on.
bro. Don't let him throw shade
Hold
like
on,
that.
hold
Don't let
on.
him do
I'm
that.
just
Don't let him
asking.
do that to you.
I'm just asking.
Hey. It's legit.
I'm just
Hey,
asking. Can I
trust
just
me.
ask?
Yeah,
Right,
you
Nah,
can
listen.
go
you
ahead.
So
throwing
listen to my
shade though, bro.
question.
Why you had to throw that? All right, go ahead, finish it.
Who would you, if somebody say you can get a do-over? No rings. Nobody got no rings yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a do-over. And they put Eli Manning and Aaron Rodgers right there. Who
Boy,
are you
on
taking?
some nut shit, bro. Fuck out of here with that, bro. I don't care about
I'm
all that,
asking
bro.
regular questions, brother.
I
You
don't
can't
care
get
about
mad
that,
at my
bro. I
questions.
don't care about
That's
that,
a
bro.
question for
That
a
bro
man.
is not a
First of all,
winner,
that's a
bro.
question for a
He's
man
not a
that's not a
winner, bro.
Green Bay
No,
or
because you
a
a
Cow
fan of
or a Giant
AR-12,
fan.
bro. No, yo, no,
I'm not
get out of
asked.
here, bro.
Listen, I
Nah,
asked you
yo, get
that
out of
question,
here,
right?
bro. Yeah, yo,
The
thank you,
name of the
Pinky, yo.
name of
That's
the
a
man
loaded
first
question,
and
bro. Get
10.
out of here, bro. I'm not with that, bro. I don't care
First,
about that,
can you
bro.
answer my question first and go?
Yes, I'm
Nah,
gonna
yo.
answer your question.
Thank you, brother.
And the answer to that question
Oh,
is going to be Aaron Rodgers.
That's
nah,
all I'm
some
asking you.
bullshit,
That's
bro.
all I'm
Nah,
saying.
you
I
on
don't
some
got
nut
nothing to
shit,
say.
bro. You on some nut shit, bro. Because, bro,
I'm sorry if I
I'm
had
just
to.
not
asking
you,
the
not
man.
you, not you
That's
first
what
and
he
12.
asked
I'm
me.
just
No,
asking
bro,
the
not
man
you,
what he
not you
what he
first and go.
do.
My bad, bro. But no, it's E, bro. Nah,
No, it's
bro,
not.
I ain't trying to hear you, bro, right now,
I'm
bro.
just
Cause you on
asking a
some whole nut
question,
shit, bro.
fam.
Nah, bro, you on some
Okay,
nut shit,
so
bro.
let me ask you, Shakes. Let's move rings to the side.
No, I'm not moving rings to nothing, bro.
Okay, see there it
He's a
goes. See
winner,
there it
bro.
goes.
That's
You
the
see? You can't do
I'm
that.
doing
That's my
nothing,
You
point.
can't
bro.
be
That's my
bipartisan.
point. That's a
I'm not
partisan.
doing that, bro. I'm not
Stop
doing
being
You
that,
know, I
bro.
logical,
know.
Stop being
I
Next
know.
logical.
You
question.
know I'm right.
Yeah, yo, he
You
on
right.
some nut shit,
You
bro.
right.
You're not
You
gonna
right. I'm
get
gonna
me on
start
that,
being
bro. You're not
logical.
gonna get me on that
Hey,
time, bro.
You
you
right.
know
For real.
what this is, E. You know what it
I
is.
know. I know
Stop
what it
talking.
is.
Nah, son.
I
Nah,
practically
cause
live with this
right,
man.
cause
I
nah,
know what
bro.
it is. Trust
Yeah.
me.
The word of the
Okay,
day is hyperbole. Everybody look it up.
Nah, son.
Hyperbole is the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
okay. I got a question. All right. I know some Giants fans in there.
Leonard Fournette is doo-doo. That's what the fuck we need to
Hey,
talk
yo,
about.
stop running. Yo, stop, bro.
That's what we
Stop,
need to
bro.
talk about.
Stop.
Leonard Fournette is doo-doo.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Wait. Stop that. Because
No.
there's no way he could be doo-doo with that offensive line if Ronald Jones is running like a horse right now.
So
You
then
can't do that.
why Leonard Fournette can't do that? Why he can't do that?
Bro.
Because you know
No,
why?
Yo,
Because
hold on, Shake. Hold on. Go
yo,
ahead,
he's a
go
straight
ahead,
line
Chris.
runner. Here's my thing. I don't
That's your answer
honestly
to that?
Please talk to this man, son.
look.
Talk some sense into him, bro. Like he
Talk
wilding
some
out,
sense into
bro.
who? Your man
On
is
you,
whack.
bro, because you want some
Your
nut shit,
man
bro.
is
Yo, nah, son.
whack.
You want some nut shit, bro. Hey,
WAK.
yo, talk to him first and go, please, yo.
WAK.
You want some,
Hold on,
yo, you want
wait a
some real bullshit, bro.
minute. Let me say this. First of all, Leonard Fournette is still a talented running back.
In
But
which league?
wait
hold
a
on.
minute.
That's why I'm going with
Let
it.
me,
That's where I'm
T-Man.
going with it. Until he runs up on a legit defense that ain't scared of him and will bust him in the mouth,
Nope.
that's when he folds.
So
You gotta
hold on.
remember,
Let me just say this.
well, this
How
was
many
supposed to be. Oh,
games
sorry.
has he played this year?
Nah.
How many games has
Uh,
he played this year
I
first?
think
Y'all
in
niggas,
I think
yo,
in like
yeah.
6 or
No.
7 of them. But
Six, yeah.
the thing is that Leonard
7 would be
Fournette.
tonight.
This was
Please.
supposed to be Leonard Fournette was supposed to be. I'll do this for the Yankee fans. Mariano Rivera. He was supposed
That's
to come
right.
in at the
That's a
end of the
fact.
fourth quarter. He was supposed to come in at the end of the fourth quarter, last 8 minutes, last
Wear
10 minutes,
down.
when they're up
down.
10, when they're up 7, when they're up 4, and he's healthy and fresh legged and wear him down. But for whatever dumb reason, Bruce Arians, if
That's
Jones
the
doesn't
way.
hold the ball one night, when one night Jones fumbled early in the game, you put Leonard Fournette early in the first quarter in. What kind of dumb shit is that? Late in the game, he was dead tired. He couldn't do anything. You got your asses whipped. You can't do that with your offense when you have things that you know what you have. And Leonard Fournette is not a 16-minute running back anymore. He is a 10-minute running back, fresh-legged. He scares the living shit out of any defense when he's healthy and there's 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they got 8 minutes to run the clock at their own 25. That is a scary
And
man.
that ain't happening
Hold
no
on.
more.
And that's not
Hold
happening because they're
Thank you.
trying to put him in the second and the third quarter, run him 25,
Right.
30 times a game when really he should be running
Right.
10, 12. So
Right.
to me, he is doo-doo when you're trying to do that to him. But
Thank
when
you.
See,
they picked
no,
him
that's
up,
not
but when
you,
they
doo
picked
doo.
him up early
You
in the
using
year,
them wrong.
That's
Don't
what
do
he's
that.
saying.
Don't do that.
That's
Don't
what
do that,
he's
y'all.
saying.
Don't do that.
Yo,
Don't do
because
that.
No,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
because
he's
he's
right.
trying to
He's right
exactly. Thank you.
because real quick, I'll make the point real quick. He's right because you're supposed to be using him as your third running back, and then at the end of the fourth quarter, then on the quote unquote imaginary depth chart, he'll move up to the first and he's pounding the rock 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're, however, using him as a running back 1, which he is no longer in this league a running back 1, which is
Thank you.
why
He's
he
no
continues
longer
to
a running back
struggle.
one.
Right.
He continues to
You have to
struggle in the
eat.
third or fourth quarter,
You're not
and
listening,
and
No
bro.
and
longer.
Listen, bro.
and
You
then
listen,
and
bro.
then
You only hearing what
when
you want to hear. Go
No.
ahead.
and
My
Hold
I'm
fault,
on.
only
Nacho.
hearing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me
but
remind.
listen,
Let me
Let
remind.
the
Let me
listen,
Nacho
remind
finish,
people.
bro. Let Nacho
Let me
finish.
remind
and when
Nacho.
it and then if you look at the games where they're winning, he does not touch the ball more than 2 or 3. I think it's 4 or 5 times before the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, he's got 12 touches and he's got
What they
runs of
doing
8 to 10, 12, 15 yards. But when you're in these
on?
tight
Laughing.
games and Bruce Arians pulls him out and puts
Right.
in Fournette for 15 runs in the second and third quarter, 8 to 10 to 12 runs, he's tired in the fourth quarter, and you can't run that chugga choo choo. You can't expect McCoy to do it. And Ronald Jones, for all he's worth, I know it's 5 games, 100 yards. He's just not a bell cow like that. That's why you bring in a
All
Fournette.
right.
So it's
Okay.
just
No. Let me say something real quick, and then now I got you first and go.
All
Yo,
right.
see, this is why, no, fuck out of here, E. Don't be laughing, cause you know what I'm saying. Like this is my son, bro. You know what I'm saying. Nah, yo, you being
He
disrespectful,
is
bro.
trash.
Yo, you being disrespectful, bro. Nah, son, because listen. No, the
Yo,
way you use this man, right? You feel me? Like, look, y'all gotta play power with this dude. This is the reason why Ronald Jones is having so much success, right? When everything is going good for the Bucks, Ronald Jones is going off. He just went for 200, right? Last week. He went just for 200. You know what I'm saying? When things is going good, it's really in Ronald Jones shit. This shit is not designed for Fournette, bro. Fournette needs power run, bro. Fournette needs the Giants type of shit. Whatever the Giants trying to do, that's Fournette. That's what they yo.
oh my god,
You not
Hold on.
listening. You not listening. See, he
Hold
not
oh
on.
my
listening, bro.
god.
Can I cut
No,
it?
I
what
hear
I'm trying to
you.
say, hold on, I got you, bro. But what I'm trying to tell you is this, bro. That if you're trying to do power run and you're trying to grind it out, yo, you use Fournette, bro. That's what you do. You have these motherfucking massive
Not for
offensive
a whole
linemen.
game
You have
though.
these massive guards. Yes, bro. Look, all right. I'm gonna tell you this,
So they
right?
wasn't
Like when
power
you
running
say this,
in
hold on, no,
Jacksonville.
hold on. No, bro. Bro, no, bro. They not, bro. They not power,
Mm.
bro. What offensive lineman that you know? No, no, seriously, nah, son. Get out of here, son. What offensive
Hold
line?
on.
What offensive
Hold on.
lineman
I
you
got
know,
this.
son?
Hold on.
No,
Let me bring this
hold
home.
on. First and go. 1 second, no, bro. What offensive lineman do you know in Jacksonville last year, yo? Stop for real. You laughing and shit, bro. But what offensive lineman you know last year, bro?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Since you asked me a question, this is simple. It's quick too. What offensive lineman did he ever have to make him do what he was doing that you wanted to get bucket naked for him? And I'm gonna explain that
Bro,
to first and goal too. First and
bro.
goal don't know what butt naked mean. Pause.
Yo,
Wait
no,
till I
no,
explain that to him.
he don't even need to worry about that right now.
Nah,
Yo,
he need to get that.
LSU,
He gonna definitely
no, he
hear what
don't,
that
no, he
mean.
don't, bro. LSU, bro, had a good shit, bro. They had
I
good
know who.
hella offense. You know, so then
Of course.
you know that they had good offensive linemen, bro. Fucking for blocking for this man. It's power run, bro. Power run. You don't sit there and motherfucking be all pretty with these passing and shit and think that you can run with Leonard Fournette. That's bullshit. He's not a pass catcher. He's not none of this shit. If you want to grind this shit out, yo, you run it with Leonard Fournette, bro. That's what you do. But this shit
First and
right here
goal.
with the Tampa Bay Bucks,
Look,
bro,
I got
all
my
they
hand
doing is
up.
doing
I know.
they the
I
Tom
got you. I'm gonna
Brady
call
Bucks,
on you in
bro.
a second, brother.
They the Tom
So
Brady Bucks, bro.
first, don't
They
don't
going
talk.
after
Don't.
Tom Brady. This is not Fournette shit, bro. This is Ronald Jones
I,
shit.
First of
I
all, they
am
the
literally,
Tampa Bay Brady's. Get
I'm
that shit
literally
right.
jumping up and down. I'm literally
Little,
jumping up and down
yo,
with
no,
my
no.
hand up.
Listen, let me tell you something. You're gonna get not only the floor. I'm gonna give you the rug. You ready?
Okay.
Watch this shit
Y'all
right
better
here
come with it,
first.
bro,
You
because I'm
ain't
not hearing
never
this bullshit, bro.
listen. You ain't never hear nothing like this in your
And I
life.
got the power. I will mute
Watch
you, bro.
this.
Stop
You
playing with
ready?
me.
You ready? First and
I'm
goal.
listening.
I want you
And don't
to
think I
ask
won't mute a
Shakes.
co-host, bro. Don't make me mute a
I
co-host,
want
bro.
you
I'm
to
telling you, bro.
ask
Y'all better
Shakes.
talk right, bro, from now on.
Listen, I want you to ask Shakes. What is butt naked Zay
Don't even ask
for
me, bro.
Leonard Fournette?
That shit not right, bro.
Ask
That's
him.
not.
Listen to me.
That's
Listen to
yo.
me.
And
Listen
you know
to
I'm gonna
me
answer you
first.
correctly too.
First.
You know I'm gonna answer you
First.
honestly.
First.
You know I'm gonna answer
First.
you
Listen
honestly.
to the
But don't even ask
situation.
that. Don't even ask that.
First, listen to me. You gonna love this, brother. You call this
Mm-mm.
show
Don't even
because
ask
you
that shit.
know I'm gonna bring the antennas up. You're jumping up. I see you. I was here when you first put that little food on 2 minutes on the microwave. That was me. I was here. You feel me? Listen to what I'm
Okay.
saying to you. Axe Shakes Montana. I'm gonna mute myself after this because I won't be able to contain my laughter. What butt naked Zay means, and if your team finished 32 in the NFL, what you would have did for Leonard Fournette. Go ahead. I'm out of here. Please watch this. Watch this first.
You hear the question. I ain't gonna.
So you
what
really
is
Yeah.
interested?
No,
No, all you have to do is tell me that you're really interested in knowing what
yes.
bucket naked mean, and I'll tell you. But I'm trying to tell you right now, bro. This means
Hold on, wait a
nothing
minute. I
about
got
what
something
I'm
to say. Wait a
trying
minute,
to
wait a minute,
tell
wait a
you.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute,
This
wait a minute.
means nothing.
I do got something to say. I do got something to say. I do got something to say though.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Shakes, you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the Giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the Giants. By the way, Fournette just scored a touchdown, by the way. But anyway,
Shit. Oh, matter of fact, I got him in fantasy. Yes. Go ahead.
But anyway, you mentioned the Giants, right? Okay,
Mhm.
I knew where you was going with this. I knew as
Mhm.
soon as you said the Giants, I knew where you was going with this. But you know
Mhm.
what? But you know what? Brandon Jacobs had. He had a Ronald Jones and Bradshaw that can catch the ball and run the ball. He was versatile.
Mhm.
Brandon Jacobs was never versatile. He was a big
Mhm.
6'4",
Right. 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 Right.
265, 70-pound running back.
Yeah. Yeah. But listen.
Fournette is two. But wait a minute. But
Go ahead. Go
Fournette
ahead.
is,
Go ahead.
but Fournette is not a versatile type running back. You're right. He's a power running back. But the thing
Mhm.
about it is, he got picked up by a team that's not a power running team. They
That's my point.
not.
That's my point, bro. That's my point. You made my point because that's what
Now,
I'm trying to
now get
say,
to the
bro.
butt
And
naked
that's
first
why
and go.
that's why Ronald Jones is good for them. That you heard me say that Ronald Jones is good for them because of what they want to do because of Tom Brady Buccaneers, right?
That's the
But
fact.
because you know what I'm saying, they not a power run team like Pittsburgh Steelers in the early 2000s. That would be great for Fournette, power based run team,
When
right? That's what I mean by that, bro. That's all I mean by that is that for what they want to do, that's and the Giants right now, cause see, people are saying, oh, they want to run the ball, that's old school football type of shit with the Giants, and
Don't let
we
them
do.
slide.
We
Don't let them
do.
slide
And that's
first.
why I said Fournette would be great
Hold
for what
on.
we're trying to do right
Don't
Hold on.
now.
let him slide.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing about it is
Mm-hmm.
nowadays we gotta look through the future right now, the present
Oh
into the
my God,
future.
I hate this shit. Go
I,
ahead.
yeah,
Let's
you
do
know
this.
where I'm about to go. You
No,
know
let's
what I'm
do
about to
this. Yeah,
say.
yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this.
I'm sorry. Fournette is he's not he's not going to be your future back. He's not, and he's not because I'm gonna tell you why.
No, I know why. I know
Saquon,
why, but go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Saquon type that could catch the ball and run the
Mm-hmm.
ball.
Some of the shit that
Dalvin
I'm mm-hmm.
Cook,
Go ahead.
Dalvin
Mm-hmm.
Cook,
Mm-hmm.
same type.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, he the smallest of all of them.
No, I know.
But guess what? The
Mm-hmm.
same type of running
Through a
back.
threat.
Because
Mm-hmm. Through
he
threat.
is a
Through a threat.
versatile running
Mm-hmm.
back. They
Yeah.
like these
That's what you
offenses,
gotta
like
do. Yeah, that's
First,
what you have to be.
but
first,
Thank you, Black Freezy. Great
don't
show.
get
It is a great
away
show. But
from the
that's what it
situation.
is. Hold on for a second and see. He wants you to ask me what butt naked is, and that's not. And what I'm trying to tell him, right,
Wait till
is
you
that
hear it.
that's not what is important right now, or what we're talking about, bro. I don't like.
Yo,
That's not
he is
important. But he really
running.
wants me
He
to
is
explain
running.
it to
He
you.
running the
He
triangle on you.
really,
a
he
First,
man
really
he
who
wants
running
me
the
to
loves
explain
God.
that
triangle
to
on
you.
you.
But
Mhm.
we're on a
but
really
I
great
hold on, wait a
conversation
minute.
here. So excuse him, bro. We're talking, right? And so listen, right? You're
Uh
absolutely right, right? The dual running back is the way to be in this league today. You're absolutely right. That is what is going on in today's league. But I am a creature of what's worked in the future will always work in the past. And I'm a creature of if you play strong nose defense and you run the ball power wise and you grind that shit out, you can fucking win the game. Now, it may not be pretty. You may win 17-14. You may win 10-7. It doesn't matter. You come out with a dub. That's my belief. That's why I was so big on Leonard Fournette because you can grind the damn shit out, and that is giant football. Okay, that's why I'm not going to the Brandon Jacobs because it's the power and all that whatnot. I'm going, well, not even, I didn't even go to the Brandon Jacobs. I'm going to the power run because that is Giants football. You see, we play hard nosed defense, beat up your quarterback, run the ball down, and then the clock hits 0-0, and then we win the game. See, that's Giants football.
Shakes,
And that
we,
shit
we we know
wins you
what you're doing.
championships.
We know what you're
No,
doing.
I'm just, but that's what
We know
wins
what you're doing.
championships, bro. And that's
So do
always
me a
been
favor
my
first.
mantra, bro. That's always
Say
been
you
my
right.
mantra.
so you can get to the butt naked. Say you
Yeah,
right
I
first,
mean,
please. Just
I
just say
All
mean,
you
right,
right so we
all
can
right.
get to
So
it.
first thing go, let me explain this,
you're
okay?
right.
For him, right? He
No,
wants
for
me to
first.
explain you, right? He wants me to explain to you what butt naked means, okay? So when when Fournette came into this draft, right? Okay.
Okay.
Um, as you know, we didn't have top draft picks back then. We was mediocre, and what I said was because we had Eli back then and we needed offensive line help and all this other good shit. But what my mantra and always been and still is today is that power run, bro. You need power run. So I was willing, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to give up the draft on some Ricky Williams shit
Oh
to get
hell
Leonard.
no!
Yeah, no, no, that's what I was willing to do. I was willing to do that. I was willing to get butt naked and give up
Now
a
explain
whole
to him what
draft.
butt naked
Now,
means.
butt naked is
You 30.
giving up your whole draft,
I
being
get it.
exposed out of there. You know what
I
I'm
get it.
saying? You butt naked Zay in a hotel room.
Your
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
draft and some.
All
It,
that,
it,
all
ain't,
that,
it ain't just
all
that
that.
draft.
I
It's
was
and
willing to bet
some.
the farm, bro. I was willing to bet the farm. Okay, I wanted Leonard Fournette.
Ain't,
Now, one
ain't you
thing.
glad you didn't do it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Because the next following year, which Black Freezy, shouts to Black Freezy, told me in that draft when I was saying I want to get butt naked for Leonard Fournette. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I My boy said, "No, do you know what's coming out in the next draft?" And it actually was Saquon Barkley. And I felt more in love with Saquon Barkley than I did with Leonard Fournette. Because at least with this guy, I get my power, right? This is what I
Right.
get with Saquon Barkley. I get my power. But not only do I get my power, I get the best of
You get
both worlds with
finesse.
everybody else. Exactly. I get the juke moves. I get the receiving ability. You know what I'm saying? I get all of these things when you get Saquon Barkley. He's the full package. So yes, they were absolutely right. I was being crazy and trying to jump the gun, trying to get Leonard Fournette and get butt naked when I really should have. You know, what I mean, hey, we ain't even had to get butt naked to get Saquon Barkley. We got the number two pick and we picked him. So that I was happy that we didn't get butt naked, but still, that's what I was willing to do. That's what he wanted me to explain to you. But yes, that's where all the butt naked came
So
from, and
he said
yeah.
it lightly. So we asked Shakes this on the show that day. If we
Uh huh.
Mm.
finish 32, 32nd. Now, first,
Get the ball to Brown. I'm
you're a
listening.
very,
I'm
very
watching.
you're a smart man. I can tell.
Okay.
Do you know what you would have to do to move up to number one from 32? Just let's go into that for a second first.
But
What
see,
would you
Mm-hmm.
have to do to move from
You had to
32 to number
you
one?
had to get first of all, you're gonna have to give up at least two to three
we
first
wasn't
rounders.
32. But we wasn't 32.
We were asking that question,
Okay.
No, no,
Shakes. We were asking that question. Don't take that away from us. The whole panel said, so what if we was 32, Shakes? I don't care.
No,
I don't
see,
care. You
no,
went at us
see, see,
crazy.
see, see. Now you mixing shit up.
Now I'm mixing
See,
shit up.
yeah,
Okay.
you are,
Okay. So
because
I'm gonna
you're
ask you
you're
again. Watch
you're
this.
thinking about, right. Let me finish, right. See, what you're thinking about is what I would have did for the 2020 quarterback draft. See, he ain't asked me to explain all of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
I don't
that's
I don't,
where
I don't even think
that's
you
where
get
wow.
the
butt naked
real
for
butt
that.
naked that he's
Wow.
talking about. See, I,
Wow, Shakes.
when
You
I
just
wanted
did that?
Fournette, we were
Mm, mm,
not
mm.
sitting there at 32, obviously, right? Because we did not win the Super Bowl. So see, obviously, you know that somebody knows what they're talking about and somebody doesn't, right?
Mm,
But what
mm,
I'm
mm.
telling you, right, is that back then I did want
That's
to give
crazy.
up all of our draft picks to get to Fournette. Okay. Now, what his memory is talking about right now is this, and I'm gonna explain it to you. Just I'm gonna try it real quick. Right now, with the Saquon Barkley shit, I'm like, look, if the quarterback is not a Montana, you don't get him. You take this pick. Okay, you take Saquon Barkley, no matter what. He was down with me. with the Saquon Barkley. I'm not giving him that. But what I'm trying to like after that, they wanted to go quarterback. Well, he specifically wanted to quarterback. He said once we got Saquon Barkley, now we're going to the next draft and get our quarterback. 2019. I told him and many of these people on this airwaves that the quarterback for us is not in 2019, but the quarterback for us is in 2020. So wait. Go defense in 2019. No, no, we need a quarterback now. Let's go get Haskins. Right? Let's go get Simba. Alright? I'm like, no, bro. You would go defense in 2019. And no matter where we at in 2000, like say because this is the final stint for Eli Manning, right? What my answer to them is like, okay, well, how you know? Because this was their question to me was, how you know that you'll be in a position to get to it in 2020, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
said this was my response, just like my response was when it was Fournette. I don't give a goddamn if we at 32. We've just won the Super Bowl. This is Eli's last stint. I don't give a fuck. You go up there and you give up your whole damn draft pick and you get butt naked and get Tua in this 2020 draft. You don't do it in 2019.
I'm shaking my head, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay? So that's where the whole butt naked thing came from, and that's why he's sitting there like, oh, he's confusing stories. But I'm gonna clear it up and I'm gonna let you know exactly what my motherfucking beliefs is. And that's what it was.
First,
I would have got butt
I'm
naked
here.
for Tua or
you gonna wait.
Herbert, and I'm gonna say that right now. And I'm gonna throw another name
Oh
that
my
right now
God.
Herbert was not my name back then. From was, but I would have did it for any of those dudes because that's what I was
Well,
trying to
pause.
tell them.
Pause.
Yeah, Jake from Georgia.
No, no,
But
you don't. No, no, sir. No, sir. Not State
If
Farm, Jake
yo,
Farm.
if shit,
bro,
yo,
I would have,
do
and that
we
that
need to
that was
pull you
before.
off
This
air
was
and get you a
2019.
CT scan?
You got to remember, told you, I
Yo,
told you that this was when we took Daniel Jones. I didn't want no Daniel Jones. I didn't want no quarterback in that damn draft. I wanted them in 2020. These dudes is like, no, we need a quarterback now. We gotta have a quarterback now. Eli is done. And I'm like, this is the last year for Eli. Let Eli have his last motherfucking hurrah. Let him have it. Okay? When you go and you draft the best in 2020. And to me, the best was Tua. Okay? Second was From. Okay? I
No,
had
he
Herbert
was not.
number 4. Now back then, he was my
and
number
look how
2.
that worked out.
He was. And
Burrow
he
Right.
wound
went
up
all the way
Burrow
up
wound
to
up
the
moving
draft
past them all.
process. All the way up to the draft process, I probably would have had him number 2.
I'm gonna say this. Do you know why Joe Burrow? You know why Joe Burrow went number one, and it
Well,
ain't got
actually,
nothing to
yeah,
do with
you're
the
right
national
because
championship.
Burrow came
You know,
first.
you know how he got the number one overall pick. It ain't got nothing to do with the national championship. You know why? How old is Joe Burrow?
What, like
Think about
23?
that. Think about that for a second. How old
He's
is Joe Burrow?
23.
Thank you. He's been he has sacked how many years at Ohio State before he went to LSU? Yeah, think about that for a second. A lot of these quarterbacks that come out, I wouldn't even get butt naked even if I had all the money in the world and the pick
Mm,
and the picks. I'm
mm,
sorry, not for
mm,
no Mr. Glass tour.
mm.
No sir, no sir. So with that being said, sir, I'm gonna need you to go get a CAT scan, CT
That's a
scan.
fact. That
That's
is a fact. And we have the best CT scanners up here in New York. And whenever you come up,
Well,
I'm
see,
gonna take you
that's what
right
I
to Our
don't
Lady
agree with
of
you.
Mercy. I'm taking you to Our Lady of Mercy. They are good with that. What?
I
like
think
Uh.
I think Shakes found out that you
No,
can
no,
no
no, no,
longer
no, no,
pull
no,
up
no, no, no,
receipts on Blog Talk Radio, and I think that's
no, no,
why
no, no,
he's
no,
saying
no.
the crazy stuff he's saying.
No,
I'm
no, no,
trying
no,
to
no, no,
tell
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Cause See, and this is where it gets fucked up and misconstrued because to me, you there are only a select few of winners out there. Like every quarterback has, I mean, well, I ain't gonna say every quarterback, but a lot of quarterbacks has skills. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones has skills, but there's only a select few that has that clutch gene that sits there and say, "I'm a winner. I don't want to lose." That is Tua to me. Tua has that winning qualities to me. So when I look at these quarterbacks and I say, "Yo, that dude's a winner," you know what I'm saying? You should go get them. They special. You go out there and you get them. But you don't
Can I
sit
say,
there. But hold on. You don't sit there and just get a quarterback for the sake of getting a quarterback. And that's where I feel like a lot of people have a difference and a problem with. Like they just like, oh, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. And they just go after any quarterback because me, I want this special quarterback. I want the Montañas. I want the Peyton Mannings. I want the Andrew Locks. That's the difference.
okay, let me say something about Tua because technically Tua played down here in the SEC country where I'm at. Okay, let me tell you something about Tua that you so in love about Tua, right? So in love about Tua. Let me tell you something. Name a Alabama quarterback that has been successful in the NFL other than Broadway Joe. I'm gonna sit here and wait.
Hmm. You can't, and it also works
Yeah.
with the running backs as
Well, that
well,
has nothing to
with the
do with my
exception
voice,
of
bro. Go
Oh,
ahead.
Derrick
what
Henry.
do you mean? Don't has
It
nothing to do
it
with that,
It
Shakes?
doesn't.
Oh, wait
it
It
a minute.
doesn't have nothing to do with Tua, bro.
Yeah, yes, it does. I'm gonna tell you
No, it
why.
don't.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you
Go ahead.
why.
Go ahead.
Tua had the best running backs. Tua had the best wide receivers. Tua had one of the best defenses in while he was the 3 years he was there. So, and on top of that, Tua was protected. Protected.
Mhm.
Tua and
And
as they say in the NFL, you're around grown ass men now. We're coming after that ass. Welcome to the NFL. It's time to grow up. So when you sitting there and want to say, Tua got skills. Don't get me wrong. Tua got skills when he healthy.
With the
That's the
emphasized
thing.
P. Grow up.
Grow
mhm.
up.
You heard that shit
Like
had an H in it. PH.
Tua got skills, but the thing about Tua is Tua has been protected so long. Once he got to Miami and realized, hey, you gonna have to grow a pair if you want to survive. And so that's why Joe Burrow, even though he got injured, that's why Joe thrives so early and so quickly, like he did, even when that sorry ass team in Cincinnati he got. And that's why Joe could do that at Cincinnati and Tua couldn't. That's why he's protected. Joe wasn't. Joe was nearly cut at Ohio State at one point. Almost got his job taken at LSU until he turned it around. Just think about that for a second. I'm sorry, like Tua good, but Tua ain't that damn good. I'm
That
just
boy
being
good.
honest.
That boy good.
Yeah,
Oh, and
you, we could talk about the the hindrances of being a quarterback for one of the most prestigious NFL colleges over the past 25 years in Alabama. You have the best of everything. You have five-star recruits at every position, at the five most important positions in front of you, and you're gonna be fine as it pertains. You see it, we see it, year in and year out with that team. They just need a guy that can throw the ball. He's gonna have a five-star wide receiver ready to catch it, five-star running back, five-star tight end. 4 and 5 star offensive lineman. He's gonna have everything he needs to win, and they will do that. They have done that, and we've seen it with the NFL with the running backs as well. as the quarterbacks. Um, with the huge exception, and I use huge as a as a pun when you talk about Derrick Henry. Other than that, those running backs just cannot seem to win because they don't have the best of the best in front of them when it pertains to an offensive line. They don't have a rotating schedule of easy teams every year. Those things are just things you got to come by, and Tua,
Mark Ingram.
yeah, it's 5 games in. We can get into Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins here in a minute, but it's 5 games in. He gets 4 games in. What is it? He's 4-0, and he mouths off the
Mm-hmm.
most dangerous words you could probably mouth off as a rookie. I guess NFL football isn't that hard. You got an NFL defense with Bradley Chubb, who's one of the scariest defensive players in the game, and a defense
Young.
that is ferocious and comes after you. And you uttered the words, I guess the NFL is not that hard. They were ready
Welcome.
to light that young man up from the moment he said those words. It was a dangerous game. It is a dangerous game. And I think they protected him more than they had to, but they protected him for the safety of his knees. Call him Mr. Glass, call him whatever. I'm not going to call him a winner or not a winner yet. We're 5 games and I got to see some at least
Get
16
get get
games.
his. Hey,
At least let me see him take a few hits in a row at the legs. Let him take off, get smacked in the face. Let me see that for a contingency of games. Then we can continue to call him a winner or not. Um, but
two
like
three
I said,
years.
man, you got to get at least 16 games in you, and let me see what's going on. He seems to have it right. The statistics point out that he knows what he's doing. Um, but again, last game, what was it, 8 for 12, 80 some yards and a touchdown, I think. But they just were not being, they were not clicking on offense. They were not doing anything at all, and that touchdown came off the short field interception. When they had to drive the length of the field, they could not get it done. They could not sustain drives with him, and you could see the change in the team when Fitzmagic came in. They got an ignitement. We can hyperbolically say that they want to win because of Tua. That's why they've won the last 4 games. Whatever, whatever. This team loves Ryan fucking Fitzpatrick. He comes in and they have a light about them when he steps foot on the field. He's done it in the last 2 or 3 teams. He just has an era or an aura around him. He comes off the bench and you think he's going to win us this game because you've seen him do it before. So not only that, the fact that he's been in this system, he played in the system really well last year, and he knows what's going on. Um, that's why you have the ability to make that decision. Let's not misconstrue or forget that this team was supposed to be a 2 or 3 win team at this point in the season. They were not supposed to have 6, 7 wins going into week 10, week 11, week 12. They were supposed to be a bad team. They are playing better because of Brian Flores, that coaching staff, and what they're able to do defensively and what they've been able to put together offensively, running the ball and also putting the ball in their playmakers' hands, whether it be Parker or anyone else down there, Gillespie, all those guys that they got going out there and playing their hearts out for them. So to me, I am impressed by everything, like everyone else is with Miami. But them pulling them is not indicative of a team that I feel has a real shot, not a real shot, but had real not intentions, but real aspirations of winning the division or being in contention at this point in the year. I think that was the game plan, whether they were winning 6 games or 7 games, or whether they were two or a 1 or 2 win team. I believe if any point in the season we feel like Tua's getting too hurt, we're going to pull him because we're going to save him for next year and the year after that. So again, it just makes it easier when you have Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it makes it much easier when you see the dividends earlier than you expect, and the way that, like I said, the rest of the team has been playing. Um, and of course, when you've got New England falling by the wayside. the laughing stock that is the other team in green that plays in your stadium. And and the Bills are the only ones that want to take a stranglehold of this division. Now you can make it you and the Bills coming over, and you don't have such a horrible track record with the Bills in Miami like they did with the New England Patriots, or anyone in that division as well did with the Patriots. So man, it is interesting, but again, like I said, two is going to take it's going to take some more games, and I would not be surprised if they're up or even down late in the Jets
Okay.
game. If they're getting to him, they pull him again and again and again. I would not be surprised if he gets pulled maybe two or three times the rest of the year. Um,
All right.
they
So
could
here's
say
the thing, right?
performance. I think it's for protection.
All right. So here's the thing, right? Like I get that point of the whole. They're comfortable with the guy behind them because you know what I'm saying he is a veteran. A lot of players look up to him. They feel comfortable with him. I don't dispute that fact. But what I dispute, right, is that for one, right, and this is what I dispute with first and goal, is that these quarterbacks will win you games in college. You know what I'm saying? Now you talking like okay, Alabama, 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 this. You know what I'm saying? Well, Burrow was in LSU and they had a whole bunch of talent over there as well. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like they having a whole bunch of 2-star recruits, 3-star recruits. They got 4-star, 5-star recruits as well. All right. So that's one thing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback is going to show that their greatness and they're going to win you games when they need to win you these games. That's period. What I disagree with is this is that when you got these quarterbacks, right? Especially like in Tua, these guys give these guys a different oomph. Like, yo, this guy is a winner and this guy can possibly win us the game. Now, granted, you know what I'm saying? The veteran leadership is all great and they did play for him because of that. You know what I mean? Because he knows what he's doing out there. But the fact of the matter is he's not a winner. He don't close these games out and he does not win. My whole point in the whole argument about this shit was that they took him out and they didn't see if he can come back and actually win this game. This is one thing, right?
Because
And
he's
this is
not
one of
a
the things that
winner,
we champion
Shakes.
Eli Manning on, and we go back in the history and say, yo, this, you know what I mean? Like we always point to this fact of when he was in the conference championship and he took a beating against San Francisco and he still whipped their ass and won the game, right? You know what I'm saying? It's when you can weather the storm and go through these hardships and still figure out if they can pull through and win these games. Even in their bad game, are you a winner or not? And we were robbed of seeing this because, of course, like y'all said, and rightfully so, they want to protect this kid. They want to not put him
He
in a position.
can't stand the
So
rain.
I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it
Again,
because
again, Shakes.
I
I
feel
think
like
I
he's a
think
winner and you can't sit there and indicate,
Not a winner, Shakes.
you know what I'm saying, when a guy like the shit is on the line, like I said,
mhm.
7 point game, the game is on the line. Can he come through and pull through and win you the game? And he was robbed of showing us that. And instead, we got this loser that's a, you know what I mean, a number 2 quarterback, career quarterback. And you know what I mean, yes, respectfully so. You know what I mean, he does have respect around the league. People do respect him because he's been around and he knows what he's doing. But at the same time, he has not shown that he's been a winner. And since he's been in, they've been below 500. But when Tua is starting and he's playing, they motherfucking winning the game and they
Real quick. Let
motherfucking
me
won
say this
four
real
straight.
quick,
So
Shakes.
that was
I,
my whole
I
Let me
think.
say this real quick.
motherfucking
Let me
Oh,
shit.
say
sorry.
this
Go
real
ahead.
quick, Nacho. I'm gonna jump right on in and jump right on out because I gotta get back anyway. But I'm gonna tell you what happened, Shakes. When he got hit that last time and he was laying on his side like a newborn baby again, he had PTCO, post traumatic card off, because they feared that this man was going to get caught off again because he was laid to the side like a fucked up sausage. And I'm just trying to tell you that the man needed Fitzpatrick to come in and save him because he can't stand the rain. And you can't
Mm,
stand the rain, you
So
got to get your
mm,
ass back
so
inside. Because winners don't
so
get
I
wet.
so I think
you
I
full of
think
shit,
Shakes
bro.
is
You a hater,
misunderstanding
bro. All
me.
that shit is hate in your
Yeah,
blood, bro.
Now I'm a hater.
I I think
Yeah,
you're
you a hater, bro.
misunderstanding Shakes when I talk about it. I think I think the biggest thing to understand is that their future doesn't care about your feelings, and they
I try
understand
to say
that
this shit every day.
they understand that as fans of the Miami Dolphins or fans of Tua Tagovailoa, you wanted to see a great comeback win, but they know that they are 6 wins
I'm gonna
on the
smoke.
back of some
Thank you.
great defensive play and their quarterback being able to come up and drive down the field, get a game-winning field goal because Arizona came up shorter than their quarterback on their field goal try. Um, they were able to come in there and win that game, and they've seen him down. You got to run down the field. You run down the field, get the field goal, take the lead, and you win a game. So I think they understand what they have at quarterback. But like I said at the beginning, they don't care how we as fans feel that we were robbed of him being able to come back in that game because they feel lucky to have 6 wins. They know the Bills were on a bye. They're really only one game back in the East. And if it really is, a thing, they're going to play him against the Jets. Mark that as a win. You see how Buffalo does this weekend. Maybe you're tied for first with Buffalo and you keep on moving. Their future, again, is worth more to them than our feelings as fans. And they understood that. Not as dark as he went with, the great anagram with PTCO, but I think they understood that we can't allow this guy to get hit rookie season. I'm not. I'm sorry, rookie season and go down, and we don't know what to do for the 2021
Nacho just
season
glitched. Somebody
because
check on him.
he's I'm on these vitamins again. So you can't just again. I don't think that is the case. Again, they used the word performance yesterday. I think that was a horrible use of the word because again, was he performing? No, but again, I don't think that they believe he wouldn't have been able to win that game. I don't. I think they believe that they were scared he wasn't going to be able to finish that game. And if that's the problem, I'd rather save him and let those knees heal up. And again, this isn't something that I believe they will do next year or the year after. I believe that it's just so close into this season that they didn't want. They're taking extra precautions to make sure it's all healed up right, and I can't knock them for that. Again, uh, it's if they lose against Arizona, they lose that Rams game. They're 4-4, 3-5 right now. Well, we're singing different tunes, and we're like, okay, good. We're all happy that they pulled the kid because we don't want them to get killed because their O line isn't anything. There's an entire city in Ohio that was screaming that they took that quarterback out at halftime, but they didn't
That's a
before
fact.
that injury. So you got to protect your future. They understand that, and the guy who comes from the dynasty in New England, Mr. Brian Flores, he understands you got to protect your quarterback at all costs,
I
and
just,
the future is more important than right
and
now.
and let's discuss
I
protection.
just don't agree with it, bro. I just don't
Shakes,
agree with it,
shakes.
man. You going
I
for a
know what you're
division
not gonna
title,
agree
man.
with.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You you,
ready?
you got to see if this man is a winner or not, man. That's
You
my
ready? You
whole
ready, Shakes? Because you about to get crazy. Watch this, gentlemen. Drum roll, please. You will not have none of your running backs next week in J.K. Dobbins or Mark Ingram. They have tested
I
positive for
already know what
COVID.
I'm facing, bro. I already know. I already spoke on it earlier in the episode. I already know what I'm facing, but you don't worry about me, bro. I'm gonna be in the playoffs. You worry about you, bro.
I ain't worried
You
about
heard me?
nobody, fam. I'm worried
I'm
about
gonna
the
be
fact
there,
that
son.
this thing is
I'm gonna
real
be there.
because Adam Thielen just put my man in position to catch more passes. So we okay.
All right. I'm
That's
gonna be
all.
there though, bro.
Mhm.
I ain't worrying about it. You just make sure you there.
All right, we'll see you at the end of the rainbow, bro. We'll see you
Yeah,
at the end of the rainbow.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We'll see you what's going on.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Fuck the
Shout outs to
coach,
PJ
take
Walker.
one damn running backs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Selfish ass Drew Brees. He on the sideline, selfish. Put in Taysom Hill. Don't let crab legs play.
Man, hey, that was Sean Payton racist ass.
Nah, that was Drew Brees. He was right there. Don't do it, please. Let Taysom get some run, please.
Okay, damn, they battling over there in Tampa Bay.
So
In my fantasy.
I'm sure we don't got very much time. Um, Probably as short a
Less,
time as the Ravens'
less than an
window for
hour.
winning anything. Um,
Mm,
but
throwing shots.
are we going to
Throwing
talk about how they're
shots.
third in the AFC North and outside of the playoffs right now?
Can we talk about that?
Oh, so we throwing shots, huh? Don't sound like
Can
So,
we
it's
no?
throwing.
Can we talk about that, Nacho? Because that's what
so
I love to talk about things
First
like
of all,
that.
first of all, we tied for the
could
last playoff spot. So if you want to be technical, I mean, I'm just saying. But go ahead.
well,
No, but he
tie
was
don't matter if you're the AC because you can't because you lose the tiebreaker because you can't
I'm
win
just
when
saying.
you have the
I'm
lead in the
saying.
fourth quarter. But
You
when you
still
get
got
the
to have a lead to
ball
go.
to start, overtime, and
Mhm,
you take 9 yard sacks, and you got to punt it away, and then we all know Mr. Derrick Henry, a rich
mhm.
man's Leonard Fournette. Um, when you when you
Throwing shots again.
look at this Baltimore Ravens and team at 6-4, can they win 5 out of the next 6 games and make this playoff push? Because as it looks, they're probably going to miss the playoffs, and an MVP with 3 straight years of not winning a playoff game. I don't know if we can call him a winner, um,
Mhm.
but I think we're using that word really loosely today. But uh, uh, we it it is what it is. He's going to be without his 2 running backs this week. He's going to have Gus Edwards on a short week. Will the undefeated Steelers take advantage of that, make them 6-5, and essentially pretty much put them on the fringe? Or you think they turn it around and win this Thursday night?
My
Shakes.
fault. Ask the question
We're
again.
waiting. We're waiting for that answer. In short,
My fault. My fault.
Do Rape and Roethlisberger come out and beat the shit out of the Ravens, or
Mm-hmm.
does
Oh
Lamar
no,
Jackson
that
put
ain't
them on
happening.
his back and win? That's
That
it.
ain't happening. Oh yeah, we winning this game. That's for sure.
So you could pretty much mark it in the bag. Ravens lose. Lamar Jackson's a loser, and the MVP was a fluke. Should have gone to Pat Mahomes.
Mm,
No, email me that shit that Shakes is huffing on. That's what I need. I need that because I'm
whoa.
kind
So,
of
what you
sleepy.
trying to
I
say
need
that?
that.
So what you trying to say that the Steelers is beating us? Is what you saying?
What I'm saying is that
I,
with two
I don't
running
know how
backs
you're going to
down
run on
and
that
Gus
defense.
Edwards,
Yes,
right?
yes.
This is what I'm saying. Two running backs down and Gus Edwards, who I'm not going to be disrespectful about, playing against 10 and 0 in a desperation situation
Mm-hmm.
right
No,
now.
and not even 10-0. 10-0, and you are the most disrespected 10-0 in the past decade. Everyone you beaten is a cupcake. Everyone you beat up is a nobody. You know, the Steelers have just been run through the mud as the most illegitimate undefeated 10-0 team. Albeit people are talking about their defense being great. They just don't. You don't. Whatever happened against Gilbert in the Dallas game. Um, you know, then you look at their schedule. It just looks like an Alabama schedule. It's a lot of easy teams, and teams that whether it be fall by the wayside of injury, just were not themselves this year. Um,
Well, well,
so
well.
that's a team that's looking to make a statement against a team that they know does not have a winner at quarterback, albeit making the playoffs the last 2 years, getting booted in the first round. They they know this guy can't show up when the bright lights are on him. And Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the brightest lights. Now he's without his running backs. They gonna feast on him, man. Hayward and them boys, that defensive line, man. What the Saints
It's
just
that
get? The Saints
goddamn
just
Bud
got
Dupree, man. That
Saints
goddamn
got
Bud
nine
Dupree
sacks.
is
Saints
bugging.
Saints got 9 sacks. Steelers get 10 sacks this game. I put it on them. 10 sacks. It's gonna be disastrous, man. It's gonna be disastrous. They got no running backs to help them. They're not scared of him handing it off, so you can focus all your attention on him tucking it,
Mhm.
and it's over. That defense is,
And we all know,
lights out.
let's get this out here right now, Nacho, because this is the one thing that Shakes don't talk about much, but we're gonna talk about it now. Let's stop playing with Mike Tomlin. Let's not act like we don't know who he is and his mindset for the defense and how he draws it up and schemes it up. We've only been watching it for damn near 10 years. I mean, it's not like we haven't been watching it.
I
We
mean,
know what this man is about. We know what this
you
man
want to
is
know
about.
you want to know what he's about. He gets on the mic yesterday after the game. The only thing perfect about my team is their record. We got a lot of work to do. Let's go back. He knows that they're not a great team. That they're not, you know, the best team that they can be, and he's still pushing them. They're 10-0, and he's still treating it like their last year's team with a third string quarterback with named
Exactly.
after an animal. They he is. We could talk about Bill Belichick. We could talk about Andy Reid. There's no way I don't talk about the greatest coaches of all time and leave Mike Tomlin's name off that list.
And I will never either. I will never.
Again, we are prisoners of the moment. We are seeing some great coaches right now. The innovation at the coaching position, the way some coaches are starting off their careers, it is great to see what we see now.
Mm.
Can they sustain it? Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, those are the only three to sustain a culture and a winning culture for over a decade. Um, you know, the Steelers in general, they're just an awe at the coaching position. But you can't the man has never had a losing
Speaking of
season.
coaching,
Like
I wanted that.
speaking
Anybody
of
never,
coaching, right?
never.
Speaking of coaching, okay. Now I may be jumping off the bridge here, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, if we do win this division crown,
talk on it.
shouldn't
Talk that
shouldn't
shit.
Joe Judge be considered for Coach of the Year?
No,
Considering,
only because of his
wait a minute,
record.
wait a minute,
Only
wait a minute,
because of
wait a
his
minute,
record, though.
wait a minute, though, wait a minute. Just let me finish, right? Considering the fact of he's a rookie head coach, considering the fact of COVID, keeping them from practice, from all these shits that they had to learn on the fly about a lot of shit, and for them to interception is that JPP? But yep, I'm glad I got that. That's fantasy points right there. But anyway, so given all these facts, of all that, and to get this team finally to where it is, and then to end up winning the division and getting this team into the playoffs, that don't commend you to be in a mention of Coach of the Year.
No, because if you had at least one team in your division that could play football, you'd be at least 4 games back in your division without any chance. So the fact that you play in the worst division of all football, I don't think is a it's not a knock on him, but it's also not an accolade to him as well. Um, you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not trying to be the homer here, but 13-3 in an NFC Championship game, and Matt LaFleur's name wasn't even sniffed for Coach of the Year. If you're just looking at based on production and what you do, swept his division, won the division, and made it to an NFC Championship game on a team that won 6 games the year prior. Those are accolades for Coach of the Year, but you don't get mentioned in it because other coaches do things that are I don't want to, that are in the limelight. You get more praise. What Sean McDermott has been able to do in Buffalo, what Brian Flores has been able to do in Miami. Um, it's just you got to remember the expectations for the New York Giants and Joe Judge was 3 wins at this point in the year. It was a 4 or 5 win team. You're par for the course. Now the fact that the division is so atrocious that you're in play for it, I don't think that bodes well for the coach of the year. Um, However, playing well, playing better, winning games doesn't mean he's not a good coach. That he's not in for coach of the year. I just think just because of, like I said, the division doesn't make him any better than someone like a Tomlin, someone like a Flores, someone like a Mike Vrabel in Tennessee, like who we're watching tonight, both sides of the field, Bruce Arians and Sean McVay. Those guys have taken teams and made them astronomically better. Maybe not the Bucks, but what then we have anticipated those teams to do. Um, where I believe the Giants are getting better, but they are where I guess the pundits say they were supposed to be at this point in the season. A getting better team, 3 wins, handling the division, and looking as if they're heading in a new direction. That's par for the course. I don't think that's coach of the year material.
Can I jump in on this conversation?
Mhm.
Sorry, sorry, my kids called in when we was on the other subject, but so we talking about what we talking about? Basically, Joe Judge being considered coach of the year.
He was saying if
Yeah.
he makes the
Yeah. But
playoffs, if he wins the division and he hosts a playoff game.
yeah.
That's
Yo, first of
I'm
all,
sorry.
no, no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, 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 no. No,
Hold
first
on.
of all, don't come up in here back on the scene like a spine on the movie screen. Don't jump up in here talking crazy about something that ain't so crazy. You feel me?
Hey,
Like don't do
wait a
that.
minute, wait a minute
Shakes,
though,
I
wait a
got
minute
it. No,
though.
I got it. Look, listen to what my man describes. See, this is where me and Shakes is in tune. Vertebrae, baby. L1 and L2. You understand? This man explained why he felt he should get that. I'm not talking about me agreeing with that. I'm just
Right.
saying that is a lot to consider. I'm not going to go against the grain, but I'm definitely not going to brush towards it either. You feel me? That ain't waves right there. I'm just saying
Okay,
that's
okay,
crazy though.
Mhm.
Go
okay,
ahead
okay,
though first. Go ahead.
okay. But here's my thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I kind of see what Shay's trying to say. I can
Mhm.
see what he's saying. If
Mhm.
the Giants win out, if they win out and go 9-7, got to be 9-7, not 7-9, not
Mhm.
ten and
See, that's
six.
different. That's different.
You,
Yeah,
That
that's
is
a whole
you
different.
That's
know,
different
That
light
different.
is
right
different.
there.
That is different.
right.
No,
That's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
actually saying first and goal was if we win the division. Given the fact of he's a rookie head coach, he didn't have a lot of time to coach these guys up in what he wants to do, everything, all that nature. They didn't have a lot of time practice, all that stuff to
Mm-hmm.
actually get this team to where it's at now, where it's on a trending up, and we actually do finish winning and win the division. He shouldn't be considered for coach of the year. That was my question.
I'm actually gonna have to disagree, and I only premise only because the division is trash. If the division wasn't trash, then I think he seriously will be considered.
I think if I could put it into terms as a player, he's as much in that conversation as Ryan Tannehill would be in the MVP conversation.
There you
You're
go.
doing what you're
There you
supposed to
go.
be doing and you're winning, but you're not really doing exceedingly well. You're not exceeding expectations. where Joe Judge is doing what is expected of him. Now, again, you you say the COVID in 2020, like the 31 other teams have been able to do things that Joe Judge hasn't. Everyone's been on the same playing field, so I get what you're
Mm,
saying. But when every one other coach has to
that's
deal with the
true.
same things and the same protocols, I don't know if I can use that as
Can
such
I stop you right
a
there?
heavy to.
Can I
Go
stop
ahead.
you right there? Because just to stop you right there real quick. But it's a difference when the team actually knows this coach and knows what he's trying to do instead of a coach that just got there 2 months ago and he can't sit there and relate what he wants to do. He don't know these players like that. He don't know what players that he wants to fit in his type of system, not seeing what, of course, the camps not being there. Yeah, I mean, they had a week or two in training camp or practice or whatever before they went out there and started the season. Yeah, I mean, this was a different season. Now, any other season you would have that, but this with this COVID shit, this was even harder on a rookie coach. And for him to come through this shit and to have the team the way it is, that's my point. Now, I'm not saying,
I
he should be
would,
definitely, but I'm just saying
yeah.
my question is
I,
he at least considered there? Go
I,
ahead.
I would if two other head coaches in your division weren't rookie head coaches with the same 3 wins,
Mm,
and Steven Stefanski in Cleveland, who's second in his division and in the playoffs is a rookie head
mm,
coach,
mm,
and Matt Rule, who has 4 wins in North Carolina
mm.
as a rookie head coach.
Good
So
point.
I would say yes, you had a
Rebuilding.
point,
Good
but
point.
those are other rookie head coaches that have been able to do the
Yeah, no,
same
good
things
point.
and have as many wins, if not more.
Yeah.
And one of them, if not for the Pittsburgh Steelers, would probably be in heated contention for a division title along with you in your division. So yes, those are key points, but there are other rookie head coaches in the league that have done that and have done
Yeah.
more. So you would
Yeah.
have to put those names in there as well,
No, you
and
right.
those are excluding the guys that we already talked about. The names that pop out at the top of your head, the Reeds and the Tomlins and the Vrabels and stuff.
Right,
So
right, right.
and again, those guys have been with their teams. They know those teams know what's expected. But those teams are still par for the course as well, if not doing better, 10-0 and 9-1 in those seasons as well. So uh, again, would he be considered at the
Mm,
table? Someone could mention his name, yes, but the conversation would be short, and then they would move
yeah.
on to someone else who I think it would just be more of a fitting conversation for. And
No, no,
again,
no,
Okay.
I get you. Yeah,
it's
I
not
get
as if he's not
you.
doing his
Good point.
job. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
go ahead, but yeah,
No, no, I get you.
But
No, you were absolutely right. Go ahead first and go.
okay, let me. Let me say this. Joe Judge is doing a very good job, except for one thing: the situation with Mark Colombo. I don't like that. That situation was horrible. Anyway, but
Mm.
other than that situation, the way he got the Giants playing lately, especially the
I
last
would
4 weeks,
disagree with you on that though.
like the way the Giants is playing, especially now the fact that Philly is hot garbage at this very moment, and they getting healthier, and they still look like hot garbage with this
Mhm.
division. And I kind of got a question for all of y'all with this division, like it is as it stands, because Philly is only a half a game ahead of everybody.
I like you in
Who wins this division at this very moment?
there.
Who's going with 6 games left? 6 games left, right? Somewhere in there. Who wins this division?
um. Okay. You know what? You know what we can do? We got 30 minutes left. Um. We can go over the Cowboys, the Giants schedule. Um. We can, if we have time, we can go over the Eagles and Redskins too. But we can try to decide who is that team.
I got a theory though, but I
what do you want
just
first? You want to go
huh?
home Giants first? Or you want to do Giants last?
Yeah, we can go Giants first.
Okay.
And so, like, when you say the team, we'll say whether we think that they'll win or lose the game, and then we'll
Okay.
count that, and then we'll see who has the most. You know what I mean? Because everybody 3-7, so we can start. It's kind of like 0-0,
Yeah.
right? So go
Right.
Yeah.
That's
ahead.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. 6 games left,
Yep.
and it's pretty
Okay.
I'm
much.
just gonna say Giants.
I
Giants
got
is
a.
gonna win this
Let's
division.
go
We
through
can
it.
go
Let's
through
go
it.
Yeah.
through it.
Hey. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So, let me get a new pad up in here going. Alrighty. Giants. Got it. So after the bye, you already know coming up week 12, Cincinnati, 11 a.m. on Sunday.
It's a dub, baby.
Um,
Yeah, that's a
la-
win because Joe gone.
Joe gone, yeah, and I think that's a secure W as well. Um, so sorry. Next game is going to be Sunday 2:05. Probably because it's at Seattle. Sunday, December 6th, week 13, Seattle.
Mm, at
Seattle's getting healthier at running back, and that's gonna be very tricky. That's gonna be
That's tough.
ooh,
That's tough. That's
that's
tough.
gonna be a tough one.
Let me tell you something right now.
Uh,
You came on these airwaves first and goal, and I've been chilling and I've been rocking with you. Don't get me wrong, but you talking crazy now, okay? You
How?
don't hear talking
I ain't
about
talking
Joe
about.
Judge and trying to win games. You either gonna roll because you a Cowboy fan or not. All right.
I mean,
Now
I
who
think
we?
you've been
What
pretty.
about?
I think you've been pretty biased. I think you've been.
No.
I'm vouching
Yeah, he
for him.
been pretty. He been biased. You think he been
I
biased?
believe. Yeah.
No, no,
Mm.
I
He's
ain't
not.
been. Look.
He been
Again,
I'm a
biased.
homer. I'm a
I like,
homer, but
He
I'm a
biased.
realistic though. I'm being
I like,
realistic
I,
though.
I like first and goal being an analyst and trying to keep the homerness to a minimum. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I
I
I
think he's
heard
been
the
doing pretty good.
bullshit. And did
I
you
think he's
see how
been.
Nacho threw the? Hold on. Did you see how Nacho threw the candules into the rice? And y'all ain't even peeping this. You know what? I'm gonna just keep going where I was going with it.
All right.
First
So
and
hold
goal.
up.
Listen, don't nobody want to hear about they running game getting healthy. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? I wasn't saying
Okay,
you was right.
okay,
I never said
okay.
that. I said to you,
Mm.
don't be coming on these
It's
airwaves
gonna be
talking
tough.
like that. We
It's
know what
gonna
it
be
Oh,
tough.
is. First and goal.
but
We
I'm
ain't.
being honest. But I'm keeping
Listen,
100 though. I'm
So,
I
just
know
keeping
you keeping it
100.
100. We ain't three and
So,
seven
all
because
right.
we've been rocking. Okay,
All right.
we three and
so
seven
we,
because we just finally won 2 games in a row after 8 weeks.
So hold up, E.
Okay,
So
let's
hold up.
get that
So
out
what
there.
you got with the Seattle game? What you got? Win or
But but but
loss?
but but but, but here's the thing. But here's the reason why I said Seattle's tricky. I'm gonna be quick with it. This is the reason why I say Seattle's tricky. The defense is still up and down. They getting
It's
better, but still up
disgusting.
and down.
It's
They're
disgusting.
disgusting. It's disgusting. But
That
here's the
defense is
thing about it.
disgusting.
But here's the thing. Here's the caveat. Is Russell gonna throw them out the game or Russell gonna keep them in the game? That's gonna be you gotta remember. We
Here's
had bad
the,
Russ and we had good Russ. Which one you gonna
yeah,
come up with in that game?
here's the
And
thing.
that's gonna be the
this
thing.
this
Not
is the
only
thing.
that,
Russ
but
is
which
Russ,
one?
and we've seen.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say not only that point, but what two strengths. It's the clash of two strengths because their strength is offense, but their defense doo doo.
Yeah,
Flip it
and the
and
good.
look at the Giants. Our defense good, our offense doo doo. So it's a
Nah,
clash of two strengths to me. And which one? Yeah,
Statistically, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
which one
And
yeah.
and,
comes
and
out?
the issue with this. Oh, sorry, Shakes. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, no. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
I was going to say the issue with this thing is that their pass rush with Carlos Dunlap has been able to get to the quarterback, and I just I just feel as much as this game is going to be looked at as a trap game for Seattle, uh, they got I think they have a divisional opponent after you guys. I haven't checked their schedule, but I think they do. So as much as they're going to be looking forward, I think they can handle the business. And the, as much as their defense is bad, it also helps them because it's giving them multiple opportunities at end of games with a minute and a minute 30, 2 minutes left, and you can let
Shut
your
up, Chris.
quarterback cook and go down and win you the game. So yes, they have a trash defense, but they also know that they're going to be able to give it to Russ and he's going to win them the game. And we have seen bad Russ in these last few weeks. I just don't think we're going to consider. I will bet we won't see a consistently bad Russ finishing out the season. We will see a
I agree.
consistently good Russell
Yeah,
I
Wilson.
agree.
So
I'm gonna tell you
that
this.
I think this is a
Real
loss
quick,
for New
Nacho.
York, but I believe this is a game like Tampa Bay. Not as
It's
if
gonna be
you're going to
tough.
hold them. It's going to be tough. It's going to be close, and I believe Russ and them they get it done with a late touchdown, win by 10, and close it out. But I don't think it's going to be what I think everyone in the
Easy.
pundits will think will be a blowout because
All
this
right.
Right.
defense can play,
Yeah.
and they
I'm
can
going. I'm
play
going.
when they're called upon when they're called upon against great opponents.
I'm gonna
They've been able to
piggyback
play this
off
year.
what you said, right,
Hmm.
and throw in the
I
real
agree.
analysis.
I
You
agree.
ready?
Okay.
I do not think this is my one call, and I may be wrong, but I'm not often. This is my one call. I think the Seattle game is our surprise winning game. Every team a year has one game that they win due to whatever the factors or the reasons may be. I think Seattle is our surprise winning game. I fear the
Okay.
Cardinals game more than the Seattle game.
I agree with you on that one. That one, I do agree with you right there. Because that next game, the Cardinals is the way they play,
Is
the way
Hold
they
legit.
on,
play
hold on, hold on.
on offense.
So before you get to the Cardinals, that's me with an L. That's E with a W.
Right.
First and 10. You say they losing
They close,
to
lose close.
Seattle, and then so Shakes.
I
I
think
mean,
yeah.
you could tie it
Yeah,
up or
yeah.
Get the
break it.
Kool-Aid. Get the Kool-Aid out. Don't do that.
My man just put the pressure on me, man.
Get the
But
Kool-Aid
but
out,
here's the
fam.
thing.
You want Joe Judge to get coach of the year? That's how you get it.
It
See how I
better
threw
be.
the
It
facts
better
in
be
there?
great. It better be grape or red. Grape or red.
That's a fact. That's how you get it, Shakes. You want Joe Judge to be considered after the time that everybody had to go through, which was mutual. That's how you get recognized. You beat a Seattle.
I want to do it, but I can't.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. He
I
said he
can't.
can.
You see? Then that go that hold
I
on for a
can't do it.
second.
Go
Then
ahead,
that
Lee.
is
Go
that is
ahead.
absolutely hold on. Then that is absolutely against what you
Here's the thing.
feel about coach of the year. He's not
Here's the
getting it
thing.
in.
Yeah, but I think just beating two division foes, going on a bye, and then coming back and then beating Cincinnati to ask us to go into Seattle and to win that game, I think it's too much. I think it's too much.
I'm trying to tell you, that's how
Hey,
you get
hey,
coach of the year.
hold that thought for a second. Just think if y'all would have got the Eagles game the first time. Just think y'all would
Facts.
have beat. Just think y'all would have won that Monday night game against this Buccaneers team on Monday night, losing by 2 points. By the way, just think of this: the last those two losses right there, back to back, you only lost by 4 points combined.
And
Yeah.
listen, I got another stat for you. You ready for this
first and
first and
down.
goal? We only lost the last 7 games by a combined 14 points.
Right. I'm looking at it.
Sound
You're
like
right.
sound like a not winning at the quarterback position problem.
No, don't worry about all that, Nacho.
Mhm.
Don't worry about all
Let's,
that.
let's
We
get
ain't
to it
gonna
because I
speak
think y'all
on
got
all
Don't
to
worry
that.
continue
about
this.
all that.
Arizona.
We
We
ain't
not.
gonna speak on all
We
that
not.
though.
No, Arizona,
not.
Arizona.
That's right. We on to
Arizona.
Arizona. We not talking about that.
To 11 a.m.
Uh,
Sunday, December 13th, week 14,
I,
Arizona. I think it's another
I'm,
loss. Go ahead first.
See?
Sorry.
yeah. No, my bad. I was thinking because I was like, for the Giants to win this division, they can't have no more than 2 losses. This might be the only. This is the game I'm kind of flipping on because that last game in week 17 is I'm holding on to. So yeah, I'm going back and forth, but I'm gonna say it's a loss. I'm gonna say it's a loss.
I'm gonna go this far. We beat Seattle. We beat in Arizona. That's my outcome. That's me.
Shakes.
He really sipping the Kool-Aid hard. But listen, I think that we pull this one out. I think last year that Arizona pulled that shit out. I don't think we forgot, and I think we pulled this one out on Arizona. So I got this
Mm,
as a dub.
mm.
Okay. That's a playoff team. You know you talking about, right? That's two playoff teams.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Alrighty, so we'll mark it as win loss win. Moving on to week 15, Cleveland, 11 a.m. I want to make sure.
I'm
I'm going to check this one real quick. I want to make sure that it's
12.
that.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
bust
It's
we
11.
busting their
12.
ass. We busting
It's
their
12.
ass. I
it's
believe
it's
it.
in it's in New York. It's early in the morning, and my God,
Chill Will, call
Look,
your ass in too.
that's a
matter of fact,
that's a
look, I'll go
tough
first.
one.
I'll go first. That's not tough. I'm gonna tell you why. It's not in Cleveland. Giants win big. That's a game that's a blowout game. I just don't think they're gonna protect. They're gonna protect. What's the name for Progressive? They're gonna protect him, but not for long. I think the Giants gonna get in that hind part. I think that's a blowout win for the Giants.
Cleveland will just be coming off a game, two back-to-back games, Tennessee and the Ravens, then you and the Jets, and then they end the season with the Steelers.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck.
Giants all the way, bro.
So how many
This
losses you
is
got us taking,
this
Shakes?
is
In the
this is
next
It's
what?
Cleveland.
We got
So far,
five
I'm
left.
three and one.
This is a Cleveland
So
game.
far,
This
I'm
is a
three and
Cleveland
one.
game. They lose it. I'll give them three. Right now, 3-1. Yeah, with y'all three saying W, I'll join the club. I think this is a regular Cleveland game. They might be at a 10-win team by then, maybe nine. With going to a possibly winless Jets the next week, and depending on where Pittsburgh is, they may just be fighting for one of the three wild card spots, which don't matter. It's just who you're playing. So, um,
mm-hmm.
and you guys will be fighting probably for the division. If it holds steady and you win two of the next three, I'll keep it with the W with you guys. I think you guys win this one too. Um, they are an up and down team as well, and it's just not the right thing. But after that, y'all move on to. Sorry, I just went to
The
Cleveland for a little bit.
Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken.
Now the
No, this is
Ravens.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ravens.
This is
Ravens.
gonna be. This is gonna be, and I'll start this one off. I didn't expect y'all or us to be at 3 wins right now, um, but this is the surprise game of the year. With Baltimore being at a 7 or 8 win team at this point at week 16, being out of the playoffs. Not saying that they sit everyone, but I think they sit some people in preparation for health wise. And I think you guys take over this game. I think you win. Um, Not only that, this team is just in shambles right now in Baltimore. They're just not the same team, and I think it's just spiraled down. Um, and it is what it is, man. I just think you guys will get this W. Again, I didn't expect us to be at 3 wins after four, but this looks like it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm assuming you guys think it may be a loss, but I'm thinking you guys go
yeah.
in there
I'm gonna
and
keep
get
it
the W.
real. E is gonna keep it real. That shit is a loss. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, what
I
nobody
agree
gotta
with
do.
E.
That is a dub, and not a W. That shit's a dub, an L. We are taking an L to the Baltimore Ravens, and Shake's gonna have to sit there and be a partisan and front like he really crushed inside when he ain't when we play against them because it's his second favorite team. So he gonna feel like, oh man, we really needed this win though. But my son went off though. My son went off. He don't think I don't know what the fuck is coming up. You feel me? That's how you get coach of
Look.
the year, Shakes. Be the
Yeah,
Ravens team. Be the
yeah,
Seattle
when
team.
yeah,
I
Be
when
the
you got to
say
go
Cardinals
off and
team.
win against Tennessee,
I'm
though,
definitely
Yeah.
saying
that's
that we
something to
lose
do.
this game, but I think it's because the Baltimore Ravens will be fighting for a playoff spot just to keep them safe
That's what I'm about
spot.
to
That's
We
say.
gonna be
it.
fighting for the
Yeah,
playoff
I
spot
don't
too.
have that much
Yeah,
faith in
But
them,
but
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 though.
I think
yeah. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think I think Ba- I think Baltimore is going to be. I think actually Baltimore is going to after a possibility because Dallas got to play Baltimore
Hmm.
not this Thursday but next Thursday. So we play them in a week and a half, and so if I'm gonna say and the reason why I say I got a theory about Dallas. If Dallas pull off the win on Thursday, and then we pull up the upset on that following Thursday, possible. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's a possibility. Um, if the Ravens lose to Dallas, I think they'll go down the drain. But if they beat Dallas after playing Pittsburgh, which that's also you got to take into account too who they got coming up on their schedule. If they beat Pittsburgh, beat Dallas, and go on a run, that yeah, they fighting for a
It's
playoff spot.
it's
Yeah,
Thursday
yeah.
Pittsburgh,
I
Thursday
think so
Dallas, Monday
also.
night Cleveland, and then Jacksonville, New York, and Cincinnati to end the year. You could think
Yeah,
those last three, but those first three, I
that's their
mean,
season right there.
that's
That's
that
their
ass right
season
there.
right
Because
there.
if you sitting at 6-4, you go 1-2, and you sitting at
It's
seven
over
and
with.
7-6, you done. Because even at 7-6, you gotta win out against Jacksonville, New York, and Cincinnati, which sounds easy, but you gotta win out and expect Cleveland and Tennessee and Indianapolis and I
The
forget what other
Raiders,
team and
the Raiders,
the Raiders to all not win 10 games, and they're all 3 games out of 10 with
and,
6 games
and
left.
I look, and
So
I'm
Hold on,
telling
it's
you
real
right,
quick.
it's
Hold on,
hard,
real
man.
quick,
It's hard.
gentlemen. Real
Yeah,
quick,
they're gonna be
gentlemen.
fighting.
Fatima told y'all to say speak one by one, so y'all better listen to her.
Yes. Shout outs to Fatima in the intern in the live studio. Appreciate you, mama. But yeah, so like they gonna be playing for something. So to me, I think that we lose, and I think we go 3-2 out the stretch right there so far. With the Cowboy game being, I'ma just put it out there. I think we win that game. With the division being on the line, we go 4-2. We close it out. We win the division. That's how I see it going.
I'm gonna go ahead and go next. I'm gonna say this: if Dallas win against Washington, and then we turn around and beat Baltimore, and then we turn around somehow come a lot. We're gonna beat Cincinnati, but somehow escape San Francisco and get to those last two games, week 16 and 17, which is two divisional games that's going to decide the division. I'm gonna say this: Dallas go 4-2. Dallas win the division, and that means being sweeping the Giants. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got that much faith in Dallas, but I would not be surprised. It's 2020. You got to keep an open mind. I'm just being honest. I don't have faith. I'm just being realistic. I'm still root for my team, but I'm gonna just be realistic. I don't have faith in the quarterback play, but we are playing better the last couple of games, and it's starting to look like we start looking. We getting healthy, and we look like we cooking. Starting to trying to cook in some capacity. So
You
yeah,
Hmm.
must
just
mean
keep that.
like ramen noodles cooking, right?
Ramen noodles.
Okay,
Not we
yeah,
ain't cooking.
you about
We
to.
ain't
All right,
cooking.
I'm
Look.
just
We ain't
making sure.
cooking. We ain't
Yeah,
cooking Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or Sunday
at
dinner. You know
all.
what I'm saying? No. We ain't there yet. What I'm saying is,
Mm.
you got to
No, it's
start cooking
Hungry Man.
somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to start cooking
the
somewhere.
microwavable Hungry Man's. Yeah.
Because
You
I
got
get
you got to
honestly,
that.
get it going. I think we took a poll, so I'm gonna agree. I think it's 4-2 end of the season, 8-8. Personally, I believe it's a 6-10 season for y'all. Three out of the next six. The to me
It's
the
seven and
Dallas
nine.
game.
Going
Yeah, yeah. Well, you guys got it right now. If you guys finish the season, was 7-9. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I did the math wrong. 7-9. Um, the the issue I see with the Dallas game, or not issue, but the good thing is they're not healthy in general, and there's no future for them getting healthy. Those guys are gone for the season, most of them. So you're going to be playing a lot of nobodies in general. And then, of course, we have
Mm-hmm.
the end of the year stuff that we have to deal with as fans in general. Teams that are out of the playoffs, teams that have no future, teams that are preparing for the future, teams that know that they've got guys that are on fringe that have had injuries for 15, 16 weeks. We're just going to save them because we got to get the hell out of this season, get the fuck done with 2020 like the rest of the world, and move on to 2021. So
Mm-hmm.
I do think you win that game, and I do think you win it handily because of the fact that you are on the trend and you guys are not dealing with a lot of the things that Dallas has had to deal with, um, inept coaching, and then also the injuries on top of that just does not help you, does not bode well. Um, and right now it looks as if that is the case. And with this division, we'll see. I'll move on to the Eagles next. And if you guys want to do that,
That's easy. That's not gonna be
um,
that's gonna be quick.
Well, who Dallas
I'll
had though?
do. I'll
Who Dallas had?
Who Dallas got?
That was your last game. That was your last game. I was gonna just go
Yeah.
to right now who's first in the division since we went after you guys, and then
All right.
go through them.
All right. Go.
We'll do this quickly. Um, first three games 12, 13, 14. Monday night at Seattle, it looks like. Sunday afternoon, Green Bay. Sunday afternoon, New Orleans.
All losses. All losses. All losses. I'm done. This team is done. They put a fork in them. They done.
I
It's
agree.
over with.
I agree.
E.
That's 4 games though. You said what?
That's three. That was three games.
3.
The
That's
first three.
0
We're
and
And
3,
splitting them into
man.
three.
and just like Baltimore, these next 3 games is going to define
Crucial.
the season. It's going to be crucial for
And
them.
E, or did you say L's on those as well?
That is 0 and 3. And I'm
Okay.
good with that.
The second three to end the season, week 15, 16, and 17. Sunday afternoon, week 15 against the Cardinals. Sunday afternoon, week 16 against the Cowboys. Sunday morning, week 17 against the Washington football team. I think it's a 1 and 2.
Yo,
I think they
they
beat
made
Washington,
yeah,
but that's a barely beat Washington if they do.
that's crazy.
Even if they
Yeah,
do.
that's hey. I
But
about to
Ron
say
Rivera, Alex
At
Smith
very
going for
most, I
comeback player
got
of the
him going
year.
2-4. At very most, I got him going.
I think they go 1 and 5.
I'll go 1 and 5. I'm with you. I'm 1 and 5 on that.
well,
Okay.
hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. Do the Dallas history. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I say 1 and 5. I say 2. I say 2 and 4 because I know my
2 and 4
team.
because of
We
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
We will
thinking
fuck
the
it up
same
at
thing.
the end.
I'm thinking the same thing. That's why I say at very most 2-4.
So we'll give them
You
what,
see, it's a
5 and
reason
11.
why I'm talking that 1 and 5. There's a reason why I'm
Yeah,
talking that. Because I
because how
need
bad
that.
they are.
We need them to go 1 and 5.
Okay, and then so
If
we'll
they go
move
two
on
and
to,
four,
yeah. If you go,
But
yeah,
that
if they
means
go
that
two
we
and
gotta go. That means that we gotta go 4 and
three
2.
and three.
even if
Oh
we
yeah,
go
four
three
and
and
two.
three,
Yeah,
we good.
We
But
gotta go
yeah,
4 and 2.
yeah. They win and they go bad. They
That's
go
yeah.
too
bad.
much.
So
That's
we are
too
gonna
much
move on
pressure in
to.
my mind.
So we can do this easy, simple too. Washington football team next three games 12 weeks 12, 13, and 14. Looks like Thursday night Dallas, Sunday night uh, Pittsburgh Steelers,
Steelers. Mm-hmm.
Sunday night again, or Sunday evening, 2:25, San Francisco 49ers. So that's Cowboys, Steelers, Niners.
Spoiler alert! All three they going 0 and 3. And I'm starting on Thursday. Spoiler alert! Dallas going to win that game, and they're going to lose the next 2 after that.
You
I say
got
one
one and
and
two
two.
or 0 and 3, guys.
I say 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, so you got 0 and 3 there, first and goal.
Yeah, I got 0 and 3 only because I know I have a very good feeling Dallas going to make it. They're going Dallas going to win this game, ain't gonna set up for the next game against Baltimore if we win that game. But yeah, we
Okay.
beat Washington this year.
I
We
put
0-1.
I put Washington 1-2. You got to tie the break the tie. Sorry.
I'm gonna give him 1-2 because Alex Smith is playing inspired football and he this whole feel good story. I'm just happy that shit
Okay.
wasn't against us. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And the man can manage the game. Like we can see that right now. That man
He
can
might
manage a
be. He
game.
might be San Francisco in this little reunion. I mean,
That's what I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking
I
too.
really I
That's what I
realized
was
that.
thinking.
Man
Yeah.
can manage a game, man. He's not gonna turn the
Yeah.
rock over like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's getting into his rhythm. He's feeling comfortable. Like, oh, all right, my leg is all right now. And I just, you got to give him something because
One
of
and
who he
two.
is. Yeah, I'm giving him 1-2.
Okay. Next three games: Week 15, Week 16, Week 17. 11 a.m. at Seattle. 11 a.m. Week 16 Carolina. 11 a.m. Week 17 Philly. We already all agreed that Philly would lose that game. Um, that
I say
Washington
two
would
and
win
one.
it.
I say
So
2-1.
you think they beat Carolina as well? Then I'm assuming
Yeah. That's Ron
yeah,
Rivera's.
I'm going 1-2.
revenge game.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm
So
going one.
3-1-2. So 2-4 and 3-3 from first and goal. I think they go 3-3 as well. I think the Ron Rivera Carolina connection
What?
is the one.
Bro,
I
I'm
think
telling
they
you right now,
finish
he
off
wants
three
that
and
game.
three.
Ron Rivera gonna want that
Yeah.
game.
Well, I still think Christian McCaffrey's out. I still think Teddy Bridgewater will be out with an injury. It'll be PJ Walker. We won't have a team over there. And he knows that defense very well. And I think he does pull it off week 16. So I'll go with first and goal at 3-3 for Washington. Um,
Mm.
that puts them at 6-10, and EU are the tiebreaker. 6-10 or 5-11.
I'm going 2-4. I think
So
Carolina beats their
five
ass
and 11.
because they don't have no answer for them wide receivers or Mark Davis on defense. I think it becomes one of them games where it's a shootout back and forth, but Washington's defense is good up front, but a dude like PJ Walker, if he's going to be playing at that time, like I'm just going to, I'm just saying if he's playing, because I don't know if Bridgewater's injury is how long? 3 weeks?
I think
Yeah, something like that. Something like
And
that.
when do they
3-4
play?
weeks.
And when do they play the Carolina Panthers? I want to make sure I got the
Week
week right.
16.
16. Week
16.
mhm.
It's in 4
So
weeks.
so Bridgewater may be back by that time.
He may, but again, if you're not playing for anything,
That'll be his
do
first
you
game.
protect him for the
Hmm.
future? If you're Matt Rule, you just
Yeah,
paid him
but
all that money.
he gonna let him play. Matt Rule gonna let him play because that's the kind of coach that he is, so he can make sure that he gets the feel of the game again and finishes the season strong. He gonna let him play.
Yeah.
That's who Matt Rule is. You feel me? So I feel Bridgewater will be back, and I think Bridgewater will beat them. I think it's because he'll be back. You know what I mean? I just don't think Ron
No
Rivera.
worries.
Yeah. So I'm going. They
So we
going two
got
and four.
with the agreement of everyone, not so much. It's 5-11 on the Washington,
Yeah.
um, formerly known football team. The Dallas Cowboys, three in a row. Next three, 12, 13, 14. Washington, Thursday at Baltimore, and Sunday at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna take the lead on this. I'm telling you, I got this funny feeling how Dallas is rolling. I'm going 2-1. I think they're gonna upset the Ravens. I think they're gonna put the nail in the coffin on the Ravens. But wait, hold on. Yeah, we ain't losing to the Bengals.
You gotta go 3-0. You can't lose to the Bengals.
But
Now with no Joe
we will.
Burrow.
Hey, but I know my team. We'll turn around and mess up and lose that game for some dumb reason. But I'm hoping we don't lose that game. But I'm gonna say 2-1 at worst, 3-0.
All right, Shakes, go ahead.
I got 2-1. You said Seattle in there, right?
No,
No, we already
Washington,
played Seattle.
Baltimore, and Cincinnati.
Oh, it's Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore
You think they
with
lose to
that loss.
Baltimore,
Yeah,
and then
but I think they
they beat
beat.
Washington
Yeah,
and
2.
Cincinnati. So 2-1. And then E.
Mm-mm-mm. Yo,
Make you
so
hey, go ahead.
you believe they beat Baltimore? I need to hear you say it one more time first.
You know what?
I
You know
need to
what? I'm
say it
gonna
again.
go. I will. I'm gonna say it with some balls. I'm gonna say it. They will beat the
They who?
Baltimore Ravens. The
They who?
Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will put the nail in the coffin on the Baltimore Ravens because you know why? I think they reeling. I think this is the time they going the wrong direction at the wrong time, and they're gonna catch a Dallas team at the right time by losing. And I just got this funny feeling. I'm just being honest.
And I'm the one sipping the Kool-Aid. Okay. Y'all right. It's my fault.
What do
I
you
can't.
think, E?
I think nothing that he said is the truth. And it bothers my heart that he will believe that the Ravens are going to lose to
What
the
you got,
Dallas
bro?
Cowboys with that abysmal defense. So 1-2 is what I got.
1-2.
Not 2-1.
Okay.
1-2.
Yes. So
Um,
I think with Shakes, myself, and first and goal, we're gonna put them at 2-1. I know E really put out the 1-2, but I do think they beat Cincinnati and I think they beat Washington. That's just a not really tough
what's
three
the
game
next
stretch.
play before they cut us off?
Niners, Eagles, Giants. Sunday night football, regular Sunday, and then Sunday morning. I think it's 1-2, making it 3-3 to end the season.
1-2.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna say
no,
1-2.
no. 2-1. 2-1. I think we could